Now runs over a linebacker. Look out, it's Chase Pogue. He has it with one guy to beat. Up high. It's it off to Rodriguez. Defensive end hits him, buries him, spins off. Straight up to getting to the second level. He is gone. 40-35-30. Now Matthew Rodriguez is going to house this. Pump for Jake Gebhardt. Now a go to the end zone. Now runs over a linebacker. Look out, it's Chase Pogue. He has it with one guy to beat. Up high. It's it off to Rodriguez. Defensive end hits him, buries him, spins off. Straight up to getting to the second level. He is gone. 40-35-30. Now Matthew Rodriguez is going to house this. Pump for Jake Gebhardt. Now a go to the end zone. Now runs over a linebacker. Look out, it's Chase Pogue. He has it with one guy to beat. Up high. It's it off to Rodriguez. Defensive end hits him, buries him, spins off. Straight up to getting to the second level. He is gone. 40-35-30. Now Matthew Rodriguez is going to house this. Pump for Jake Gebhardt. Now a go to the end zone. Now runs over a linebacker. Look out, it's Chase Pogue. He has it with one guy to beat. Up high.
I'm back here to Steve Fritz Field on the campus of southeast of Saline for tonight's matchup between the number 1 in Class 2A southeast of Saline Trojans and the number 4 in Class 3A Rock Creek Mustangs. I'm Russ Kossel. Devin Haney will be joining us shortly here. A lot of interesting and early matchups going on around the state. Some of the ones we'll be paying attention to on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard will be Salina Central versus Salina South, a matchup early in the year that normally takes place towards the end of the season. Also, Wichita Trinity at Sacred Heart. Marysville travels to Abilene. Chapman on the road at Concordia. Beloit at Ellsworth. Republic County at Minneapolis. El Saline at Mound Ridge, moving to 8-man this year. Solomon, Rural Vista. Also Halstead at Smoky Valley. We'll go over the starters on offense for the Southeast of Saline Trojans tonight. Quarterback, senior Luke Gebhardt. Excellent season. Looks to propel himself even farther this year as he comes in again with his number 1 target back on the field, Michael Murray. Also Tucker Thaxton at wide receiver, Landon Allen at the slot. On the line, Wade Rutherford, a 281-pound senior at left tackle. Senior Caden Isaacson, a 209-pound left guard. At center, Nathan Weller, a 226-pound junior. Mac Chambers, a senior this year at 190 pounds. And at right tackle, Trevor Keller at 197 pounds senior. Also, twin brother Jake Gebhardt out at the wide receiver position. Intros going on here. Beautiful night for football. A lot can happen. This is a very interesting game, and probably if you ask a lot of people, maybe the top game, one of the top games in the state this year, is Southeast of Saline is now taking the field. Rock Creek comes in with quarterback Dalton Whitworth at 5'10", 165-pound senior this year. Led all classes last year in passing yards, 8-man through 6A, 2,894 yards, 60% completion percentage. So Southeast defense will be tested early in the first game of the year with Whitworth at quarterback. Rock Creek does return a lot of starters that they had last year. Southeast returns a lot as well. A lot of new faces on the offensive line for Southeast of Saline this year. So that will be one matchup to probably watch as Rock Creek brings in a lot of returners on the defensive line. Southeast has a lot of new faces on the offensive line. A tough matchup early is for Southeast as we bring in Devin Haney.
Yeah, this one just feels different, right, Russ? I mean, usually when you start out the year, Coach Gebhardt, as we've touched on in pregame, has never lost a season opener. He's never lost a home opener in his 12 years at Southeast of Saline. This feels different, though. This is one of those games where it's not so much about what my team is going to do, as we talked to both coaches about that in pregame. Luke Gebhardt, Jake Gebhardt, Landon Allen out for the coin toss. But, it's one of those games that I think a lot of eyes around the state of Kansas, especially in these classifications, are going to be curious about. Rock Creek made a deep run last year, made it to the round of 8 where they were beaten by Frontenac, who went on to play Andale in the state championship game. Southeast of Saline, of course, in the Final Four where they lost to Andale, who went on to win the state championship and keep their win streak alive at like almost 40 games. I think it's 38 now as they start this season. So this one feels a little bit different. It's almost a test of we're really going to see where off-season activities get us now, and we talked to Coach Gebhardt about that. There's weights, there's jamborees, there's 7-on-7s, there's scrimmages with Salina South and things like that. Well, finally you get to go out on the field. You get to see kind of where you're at against a very, very, very good football team that returns a lot of players in the Mustangs from Rock Creek. The Mustangs return 10 starters on offense. They return 9 starters on defense. So this will be a tall task tonight for the Southeast of Saline Trojans to protect their home field.
And I kind of mentioned there earlier, maybe the main returning starter that this Rock Creek Mustangs team has is quarterback Dalton Whitworth, leading all classes last year in passing yards, a 60% completion rating, just shy of 3,000 yards passing. So this Southeast defense will be tested early. As we know, last year the staple was this Southeast defense.
Yeah, an ironic thing about that, and Coach Stevens told us, Dalton Whitworth led the state last year in passing yardage, almost 3,000 yards. He ended up with 28.94 through 11 games, and that's an average of about 263 yards a game and 3.5 touchdowns per contest. He led not only the state in Class 3A, he led the state in all classes in passing yardage. You go down the list a little bit, and then you see Luke Gebhardt in there in the top 10. Luke, however, was the all-state quarterback for Class 3A and not Dalton Whitworth. Feel like maybe there was a mental note taken about that, but both these guys are seniors. They're going to come out and lead their team and see what happens here. I think the defenses are going to tell us a lot early on. Southeast of Saline over the last 2 years has had the best defense in the state. Last year, they gave up 13 points through the regular season, which is unheard of. They didn't give up any points until we went to Cheney in that playoff game where Southeast of Saline came from behind 21 down to win that game against the Cardinals on the road. And, of course, Andale does what Andale does, but that was the lowest point total Andale had all year against that Southeast of Saline defense. And it's not only last year, it's been a 2-year trend now where there's some guys out here that want to keep that trend alive of being an intimidating Trojan defense. Rock Creek wearing all white. You can see this game, a live stream video on SalinaPost.com, brought to you by our friends at L&L Advisors. Rock Creek ready to kick off, black helmets, all white jerseys. Southeast of Saline opting for their all-purple kits tonight. And here's a squib kit. It's going to bounce around a couple times. Southeast having trouble with it. Now it's going to be finally picked up safely and going to be put into the safe arms of the return man who finally got a hold of that football. That is Wyatt Boyd. So the offense will come out. It is a powerful one, averaging over 50 points a game last year. They did have to replace 5 seniors on the offensive line. There are some other guys, though, that rotated in and did well. They're led by Mac Chambers. Mac will get the start at guard. He is a 190-pound senior. Nathan Weller will be your center. Trevor Keller, the right tackle. Caden Isaacson, the left guard. And Wade Rutherford, the left tackle. Luke Gebhardt starts out in the pistol. Michael Murray in motion. Handoff goes to Friesen. Friesen has some wheels. He's going to get to the outside. Break across the 30-yard line to the 31. That will be a gain of about 5 yards for Nathan Friesen in his first carry as a varsity running back.
Yeah, and a great job right there by pulling right guard Mac Chambers, coming around and just absolutely burying the right end for Rock Creek.
Out to the 32-yard line. Southeast of Saline now wants to go right. Gebhardt rolling that way. Has the ball cocked, and he throws it. It's going to be tipped at the line of scrimmage and then falls incomplete just at the heels of Michael Murray. That first pass by Luke Gebhardt is incomplete. You hear the wind blowing a little bit in our microphones. We are in the press box. East wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. It feels a little bit more breezy than that, though, out here on the hill at Southeast of Saline. 91 degrees. The kickoff will be down to about 80 by the time we leave the stadium here tonight when this game is over.
And early right there, quarterback Luke Gebhardt rolling out. Saw that a lot in the Jamboree last week where they did a lot of rollout passes, not keeping him in the pocket.
Pistol formation again. Gebhardt fakes the pitch left-hand side to Friesen. Now rolling out under pressure a little bit. Has his man a first down out to the 43-yard line. It's Mike Murray. Michael Murray has a first down, and that looked just about as easy as it gets. Gebhardt to Murray, first down out to the 43.
Yeah, and that was a great job. He could have went either to Michael Murray or Landon Allen right there, both kind of wide open as they ran just two slants or out routes, one a little deeper than the other.
9 yards on that third down conversion. Now to the 43-yard line, and southeast of Saline pushes the ball towards the midfield stripe. First and 10 for the Trojans. Landon Allen will go from right to left, still in tight by the offensive line. Pistol formation again. Gebhardt out to Thaxton. Tucker Thaxton's going to make a catch up high by the helmet. He's going to be driven back and then finally brought down way back at the 30-yard line. Forward progress, though, will get him out past the line of scrimmage for about a half a yard.
Yeah, great job right there by cornerback Hunter Procish as he just read that pass great, wrapped up. Tucker Thaxton was able to get him for a no gain.
You're not going to replace Chase Pogue, but eventually Tucker Thaxton might be that guy. We saw him last year come in and run a lot of fly routes, especially when Chase Pogue was out a game or two because of injury. This guy can fly. He's a sophomore now, 160 pounds. He might be the burner on this Southeast team, along with Michael Murray, who takes the fake, and then Luke Gebhardt straight ahead. He's going to lose that half yard they just gained and bring up third down and 10.
Yeah, maybe a missed block there up front. Couldn't quite tell who it was, but a great fake right there to Michael Murray, and Gebhardt unable, once again, stop for no gain. Brings up third and long.
We're expecting to see that quite a bit, though, aren't we, as this offensive line not only continues to learn but continues to gel with 5 new guys.
Yeah, and they have to get reps underneath of them.
44-yard line. Gebhardt did get back to the line of scrimmage there. He's going to roll out to the right now, has the ball down around his waist. He's going to pump fake a couple times. There's Murray again. Murray made an impossible catch behind him. Now he breaks tackles down the right-hand sideline. Michael Murray to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Southeast of Saline, touchdown. To begin the year, Michael Murray put on a highlight reel. There are no flags on the play, and Southeast of Saline takes the coin toss. They take the kick. They convert 2 third downs, and Michael Murray is in the end zone.
And what a great job by Gebhardt to get outside for that 56-yard completion for a touchdown. Mind you, that completion was just past the first down stick. Michael Murray, like a ballerina on the sideline to keep his feet in bounce and get up the field. An excellent, excellent first drive for Southeast.
Swinging gate here by Southeast of Saline. They go heavy on the left-hand side. Gebhardt now in an isolation play, rolling out, comes back to the end zone, looking for Landon Allen. This one's going to be broke up, and a flag on the play. Could be holding out on the edge, could be contact with the receiver. Southeast of Saline seems to think it's against them as they are coming off the field and getting ready to put the kick team out there, and it is holding against Southeast of Saline. That penalty is declined. We are off and running in the 2022 football season, 6-0. Southeast of Saline, 9:35 left to go. Rock Creek will have the football when we come back.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Back here at Steve Fritz Field, Devin Haney, Russ Kossel, Big Sam Pretty bringing you Southeast of Saline football. Trojans go down the field, and they go up 6-0. Knowing what you're going against, no matter how much confidence you have in your defense, it's always good to score first. But knowing the quarterback and the offensive unit that is getting ready to take the field for the Mustangs, Russ, you feel a lot better about scoring first, don't you?
Yeah, I think especially with quarterback Whitworth coming back, you know, we talked about him, we praised him enough, and he all worth it. But you got to get points on the board, and they did just that.
Wyatt Boyd puts the kick in the air. It's a high end-over-end kick taken at the 25-yard line. Rock Creek has some space, and now a pitch, and they're going to fumble the football, but they're going to get on it. Boy, a risky play there by the Mustangs. A crowd right in the middle of the field, and a pitch that seemed to be ill-advised that time from Cade Welfringer out to Dawson Rankin. Rankin's a running back. Welfringer's a linebacker. Looked like he wanted to get rid of that football and try to make a big play, and the Mustangs do recover. They're going to start out here in good field position at their own 42-yard line. Dalton Whitworth takes the field with his offensive unit, 10 of 11 starters, back from a year ago. They're going to start in spread. 2 receivers on each side and a running back. They're going to hand it off. Jaden Winans stretches it out to the right-hand side. He'll have 2 on first down.
He may not be tall, but at 5'10", 205 pounds, just seeing him get the ball there, run downhill.
Second down and 8. They push the football out to the 44-yard line. 6-0. Southeast scored on the first drive of the game. Now it's Rock Creek's turn. A little slant hitch play, and it's going to go to the leading receiver on this team, Ethan Burgess. He coughs up the football, and it's going to be Southeast of Saline recovering, but they're going to say he was down. Forward progress had been stopped. I think might be the call on that, and Rock Creek dodges another bullet there. They've put the ball on the ground twice in this game so far, and Southeast of Saline had that one recovered, but the official said nope, forward progress had been stopped for a 3-yard gain. It brings up third down and along 4.
And I didn't tell who that was, but it might have been Caden Isaacson coming in and laying that hit as Jake Gebhardt had him wrapped up over here on the sideline.
Third down and along 4. We'll call it 5 here for Rock Creek. 3 wide receivers on the left-hand side. Little delay handoff. They're going to try to run it. Southeast of Saline is there to rise to the occasion. Boy, he was trying to get out of trouble's way. It was Jaden Winans, and he could not find daylight anywhere. And he was driven all the way back. They're going to be generous and give him progress here to the 39-yard line, but that is a huge – actually, no. Now they're going to spot it. They were going to give him the 44, and the elite official said, no, we're back here at the 39, guys. That is a huge, huge loss.
Yeah, and left end right there, senior Slade Johnson was unblocked and was able to run the running back down, chase him down. May not have made the initial tackle, but when there's 7 other purple jerseys right there.
That was a loss of 9 on that play, Russ. Here's the punter now. It is Winans. He's going to punt it to Luke Gebhardt. Luke takes it off the bounce at the 20-yard line. Now 25, angles back inside, plants his foot in the ground. Mac Chambers throws a would-be coverage man for Rock Creek out of the way on the opposite side of the field, and Gebhardt's going to bring that punt back to the 35-yard line where Southeast of Saline will have their second possession, leading 6-0. Boy, good way to start this game for Southeast. You score on offense, you get a stop on defense, 3 and out.
Yeah, Rock Creek only throwing the ball 1 time there on that drive. Looks like maybe we got a timeout on the field.
7:23 left to go. Somebody called a timeout here. We'll take it as well. 30-second timeout. Trojans lead the Mustangs 6-0 here on KINA.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses acquire relief loans to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
You are listening to Southeast Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Back here, the Purple guys up 6-0. We are early on in this game, in the first game of the 22 high school football season. Glad you could join us for Trojan Football, presented by L&L Advisors. Hope you're enjoying your seat here at home, whether you are at home or here in the stadium, because after this, it is 3 in a row on the road for the Trojans. Here's Gebhardt now. Puts the ball in the belly of Friesen. Friesen stretching that play out to the right-hand side, and he'll dive ahead. Well contained there, stringing out by the Mustang defense. Friesen's going to get 2 on first down.
Yeah, it looked like one kick-out block that Landon Allen had right there was going to be enough, and the middle linebacker able to shed the next block and get up there for a short gain.
Second down and 8 for the Trojans. They go trip receivers now. 3 purple jerseys to the left-hand side, 2 to the right. They go a total of 5. They're going to spread it out for Gebhardt on the run. Luke is loose across the 45, across midfield at the 50, inside the Rock Creek 45 to the 42-yard line. What a run on the spread play there by Luke Gebhardt.
Yeah, and the official's talking to Mac Chambers. I don't know if he's telling him, hey, great block or lay off, but Mac almost had his guy clear over on the Rock Creek sideline right there.
21 yards out of the 41. Gebhardt wants to throw. Landon Allen out in the flat. Inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. 8 yards, Gebhardt to Allen.
Some names change, but things stay the same. It kind of looks very similar to exactly what they did at the start of last year's season.
I feel like some of these names haven't changed.
They haven't.
It's the skill players that are all here. I told you jokingly, I said, man, I only replaced 2 guys in the skill players. They were 2 Shrine Bowl players, but nonetheless, only 2 guys. Here comes Murray on the end around. He'll take the fake. Now Gebhardt tucks it away on his right hip, and he's going to get into the second level once again, inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That's a gain.
First down.
How long was that?
6 yards, 7
Yeah,
yards.
about 6.
Another great block by Landon Allen on that play, too.
Gebhardt wants to throw again. Murray over the middle, and he gets lit up. Boy, that's something Luke Gebhardt is probably going to have to apologize to Michael Murray for. He left it high and strung Murray out. Murray got absolutely lit up by the safety back there for Rock Creek. Michael is up and heading back to maybe the sideline or maybe his spot. They're going to sub for him here. Looks like it will be a substitute. Wyatt Boyd coming in for Michael Murray. Yeah, you hate to see that, and sometimes it's an accident.
He come off and said he was good. I think he just wanted to catch his breath real quick. He kind of pulled up, too, knowing it was coming.
Here's Gebhardt going to the right. Now throws back to the left. Friesen has it behind the line of scrimmage. Now he's into the second level, and he's going to be brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 13 as Southeast of Saline marches on. That's Nate Friesen's first catch of the year.
Been a great job there by quarterback Luke Gebhardt to run the defensive line all the way over to the right and drop it right in Friesen's lap where he is able to get the first down.
1st and 10 in the Can-Equip red zone. Southeast of Saline. Here's a direct snap to Friesen. Friesen's going to take it over the right-hand side, and he is going to be horse-collared from behind. Boy, inside of the back of the jersey was the Rock Creek tackler that time. The white hat trailing the play was all over it. He had about a 200, 300-yard better look than what we did and didn't call it.
Coach Gebhardt was about out there on the field. Yeah, he clearly had his hands inside the shoulder pads and pulled him down right there, and the white hat was staring right at the play. Nonetheless, no call, second down.
Friesen back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. Spread once again. 5 wide receivers, 3 on the left-hand side. Gebhardt rolls out, wants the pass. Looking for Murray, who's back on the field, and that's going to be knocked out of the air by Aiden Torrey, the defensive back for the Rock Creek Mustangs. Maybe should have had an interception, but dropped the football in the end zone. Southeast of Saline now will have a 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, and right there, the defensive back was the only one in the area, and he was kind of right in between both receivers, so he had enough time to get back to wherever Gebhardt was going to throw the ball.
3rd down and 10, knowing Mitch Gebhardt, you don't have to have it all here. It's 4-down territory. You have 2 downs to pick up 10 yards. Here's Luke Gebhardt. Fakes it out to the right, now takes it right up the middle. He's going to get a good chunk of this yardage and be brought down just outside of the 5-yard line at the 6. It's a gain of 9 and will bring up 4th and very short.
Maybe here some Southeast doesn't do a lot is go under center, so maybe they will stay in the typical shotgun formation because you always worry about going under center when you never take snaps.
If they go under center, I'll give you $20.
Okay, deal. No, you win.
They stay in the spread. Friesen on the right hip this time. They do have Landon Allen an extra in the backfield. They want to throw it, though, out to the right-hand side. It is going to be Luke Gebhardt. He's going to just avoid the defender and lean almost to the goal line, and they will have the 1st down.
And I wonder if Jake right there knew I was in 1st down. I'm just going to go down so I don't try to lose the ball and maybe try to fall into the end zone right there. Nonetheless, knowing he had to get a 1st down, great route, great throw, brings up 1st and goal.
Jake's first catch, a big 4th down conversion. That's something Southeast has done a really good job of here early on this game, is converting 3rd downs and now a 4th down. They have 1st down and goal in front of them from the 2-yard line. Here's Gebhardt, direct snap to him. He's going to take it right up the middle, and Southeast of Saline has their 2nd touchdown of the night. They go down the field twice. They have so far 12 points to show for it with the extra point pending. Luke Gebhardt now with a throwing touchdown and a rushing touchdown.
Yeah, and once again, a great time-chewing drive right there by Southeast. You know, a lot of run, a few passes in there for 1st down, as now we see the typical formation for the 2-point conversion.
Fake reverse to Murray. They're going to put it in the back of the end zone, and that's going to be caught. Luca Gebhardt to twin brother Jake Gebhardt. They get a point back from the last possession and now have 14 on the board. 3:17 left to go in the first quarter. 14-0, Southeast of Saline, all over Rock Creek here early on, and it's presented by L&L Advisors.
Put up more hay crop in less time with the Case IH Premium Round Balers. The RB565 Premium Round Baler from Case IH consistently builds bales even in varying crop and field conditions. With an overshot feeder and 5-bar pickup, the Case IH RB565 Premium Round Baler allows you to maximize your productivity on every pass. To find out more on the Case IH RB565 Premium Round Baler, see Can Equip in Salina.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline football on KINA.
Welcome back. Favorite time of the year, high school football time. You texted me at like 6:35 this morning and said, can we leave yet?
I think it was like 7. It was close.
Still had a lot of stuff to do at that time, Russ.
Yeah, well, it's Friday.
Oh, man.
Get excited.
Nothing
We've been
better.
stuck indoors all summer, so we wanted to get outside.
Nothing better than being at the stadium on a Friday night, that is for sure. Southeast of Saline off to a quick start here. A rushing touchdown, a passing touchdown. It's 14-0 Trojans here in the early going. 3:17 left to go here in the first quarter. Wyatt Boyd this time will kick to the left. Rock Creek's going to field it. That thing would have clearly gone out of bounds, but Rock Creek is going to field it and get about to the same spot they would have if they would have let it go out of bounds anyway. They have good field position here. They'll start out at their own 37-yard line. First possession for Rock Creek didn't go great. They put the football on the ground. Even though forward progress was called and they kept possession, they still came out of that possession with minus 4 yards of offense.
And once again, that's kind of the same story. How many games did we go through last year, Devin, where we'd get maybe to the end of the third, sometimes the end of the game, where teams would have less than 10 yards of offense against Southeast?
Yeah, I don't think this Mustang squad is that group. They're going to come around. There's no doubt about that. One of the top offenses in the state last year with one of the top quarterbacks. Here's a flank out to the right-hand side. It will go to the running back, Jaden Winans. Winans will have his first catch of the game. He'll be ran out of bounds about the 42-yard line, and it's a gain of 5.
Yeah, and a lucky gain, or a fortunate break right there for Southeast as Caden Isaacson was able to run him down because running back had clear room on the sideline, kind of just leaked out and nobody had him.
People may or may not forget, especially on the outside looking at this program, Caden Isaacson's a dog. Like, he was right there in tackles every single year with Matthew Rodriguez. Right up the middle now, this is going to be Winans taking the delay, and he's going to have a first down and then into Southeast territory for the first time tonight for the Rock Creek Mustangs to the 48-yard line.
Now it looks like Rock Creek going really fast right now as they're already ready to take the snap.
3 carries, 3 yards for Jaden Winans. They're operating now out of the pistol. Winans again trying to get to the line of scrimmage. He is stabbed at the ankles by Southeast of Saline and then plunges ahead off that first contact. The first tackler on the scene for Southeast of Saline was Daniel Kerr, and 2 yards on the play for Jaden Winans.
Yeah, and it looks like Rock Creek kind of want to ride Winans right here. Is getting positive yards about every time he carries the ball.
At the Southeast 46-yard line, 2nd down and 8. Movement up front by Southeast. Nobody, though, comes across into the neutral zone. Whitworth looks to his sideline. Now checks the wrist coach, calling a play. He has 4 wide receivers out there, split evenly, 2 on each side. Long count here. Whitworth back to pass. Now he's going to step up in the pocket. Doesn't run often, and he's going to be tumbled down at about the 41-yard line. A gain of 5 for Dalton Whitworth. On the season last year, all in total, he only had 273 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that was a first down saving tackle right there by Josiah Monday. A great job to run quarterback Whitworth down from behind.
Coach Gebhardt really likes Josiah Monday. Gave him the start at nose tackle here this evening. 3rd down and 3. Operating out of the pistol again. Quick slant. Whitworth found his favorite target at the 35-yard line. That's Ethan Burgess. 1 year ago, over 1,000 yards on 61 receptions and 11 touchdowns. And he will take the football just inside of the 35-yard line for a gain of 6.
And Ethan Burgess out there wide out, not a big guy at 5'9", only 155 pounds. That tells me he may have some speed built in with him.
Ball setting at the 34. First down and 10 for Rock Creek. We approach the 1 minute mark. Here's Whitworth. Wants to run, has it into the second level. Now some space, and he's going to be closed up on from the defensive back spot by Daniel Kerr, and a flag on the play.
Yeah, I think we're going to have holding on Rock Creek right there in the middle of the field. It looked like maybe Mac Chambers got blocked and tried to get off of it, and the guy had two arms wrapped around him. But a fortunate break right there, Devin. That's now probably the third time we've seen two-step drop and sees the middle part wide open and able to have clear running room.
Yeah, for a quarterback that really wasn't a threat to run, statistically it appears, a year ago, he seems capable of doing it. He's not a big guy at all. He's 5'10", 165 pounds, but he's made a couple of nice plays here, even though that one was aided there by a holding, and it will take them back now first down and 9 at the 33-yard line. So basically it's play the play over, right?
Yeah.
Clock continues to roll. We're inside a minute now left in the first quarter. 14-0, southeast of Saline. No running back, 5 wide receivers for Whitworth. Goes over the middle, has a guy. It's his running back, and he evades a tackler. Now plunging towards the goal line and brought down just short. Jaden Winans did a really good job of catching that football and then avoiding a would-be Trojan tackler into the secondary and took it all the way down to the goal line. A gain of 32.
And once again, the middle of the field kind of wide open right there. You know, whether it was the middle, and Whitworth had plenty of time to step up in the pocket and threw an absolute dart right in the lap, just shy of a touchdown.
Winans will line up on right hip of Whitworth this time. 25 seconds left to go, first quarter. Knocking on the door, first down and goal. Whitworth rolling out. He stumbles. Now he cuts back in as he plants that foot, dives toward the goal line, and the Rock Creek Mustangs have their first score of the night. It comes with 16.8 seconds on the clock, and it's a 1-yard touchdown run by quarterback Dalton Whitworth.
Yeah, and once again, Whitworth able to get out of the pocket there, get away, plant his foot, kind of cut it back inside. The only one thing that I've seen from the Southeast defense that hasn't worked is it's almost like they got a great angle, but they're over-pursuing and not allowing for the cutback.
Extra point pending here. Rock Creek lining up to kick the football. Placement down. Kick is up, and it's going to sneak just inside that left upright for the point after. 16.8 seconds left to go. First quarter. Rock Creek on the board. It's 14-7, southeast of Saline. Back with more Trojan football after this on KINA.
Citizens State Bank has been serving Kansans for over 100 years. We are a full-service bank that can service your personal, business, and agricultural lending and deposit needs. Citizens State Bank offers 24/7 convenience with mobile deposit, online banking, and our ATM conveniently located in front of the building. Stop by and see our friendly and helpful staff. Citizens State Bank at 600 Maple Street in Gypsum, Kansas. Citizens State Bank and Trust Company is a proud supporter of the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans, from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit roselawnssalina.com.
Back here at Steve Fritz Field, Devin Haney, Russ Kossel on KINA, 910 AM, 107.5 FM. You can also see live stream video of this game on SalinaPost.com. Brought to you by L&L Advisors, 2 locations in Salina and 1 in downtown McPherson. Rock Creek gets on the board after falling down 14-0 to start this game. It is now 14-7.
And see if Southeast now getting the ball back. If they can continue to put a sustained drive together, that last drive, you couldn't have asked for anything better. Getting in the end zone, converted on 2 third downs, 1 fourth down, and able to get the ball in the end zone.
Back deep for the Trojans, Nathan Friesen. On one side, Michael Murray on the opposite side of the field. And a squib kick here. They want to keep the ball clearly out of Michael Murray's hands. Jace Van Amberg will cover this one up, and it will give the Trojans very good field position here at their own 39-yard line. Second time Rock Creek has kicked off, and the second time they have taken that approach.
Yeah, and that extra point was kicked by Mac Lee on that last touchdown, something we don't see a whole lot from out here anyway. Southeast obviously going for 2 with the swinging gate formation, standard formation, whatever they can do.
And Rock Creek wants a timeout. We never got a signal from the field on who called that first timeout So we'll just go ahead and say this is Rock Creek's first time out. We're not sure where we stand on that one because we never got a signal from the field on who called the first break.
Yeah, and with that play, this is probably going to be the last play of the first quarter, so obviously coach for Rock Creek saw something that he did not like lineup-wise on the defense as we got 15.7 seconds left. Southeast offense looking very well, scoring on both drives already, Devin. Defense, great on the first drive, giving up negative yards and kind of a couple things, maybe not only mistakes, but just over-pursuing, maybe got to get reps under him. They're all hyped up. I saw a couple plays where guys were overrunning, allowing the cutback, too many guys over-pursuing. So get them to settle down here when we start this second quarter and get back on defense.
So line back up now, first down for Southeast of Saline at their own 39-yard line. This is their third possession of the game. Friesen behind Gebhardt. They'll give it to Nathan Friesen. Nate will spin out to the right-hand side, get to the line of scrimmage, and then no more. And as you said, that is the last play of the first quarter. At the end of one, Southeast of Saline with a good start in this one. Rock Creek, though, able to answer with a touchdown, and we are at the end of the first quarter. Southeast of Saline 14, Rock Creek 7. Back with second quarter action. It's Trojan football presented by L&L Advisors.
This October, the Zombies are coming to Elite Sports Paintball Complex, and we need to prepare now. Here's what you should know. There will be a limited number of people each night for the Zombie Expedition. The best way to secure your spot for the upcoming Zombie Expedition is to reserve your space now. Don't miss out. We need your help in fighting zombies. Tickets are available right now at zombieexpedition.com.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local, family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
To Coach Gebhardt, the players, coaches, and fans, let's make this a Football Friday to remember. Roselawn Memorial Park wishes you success this season. For more information, visit roselawsalina.com.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Big Sam Purdy is our producer and engineer for Southeast of Saline football here this evening. Trojans lead the Rock Creek Mustangs at the end of one, 14-7. I'm Devin Haney. Russ Kossel here as well. Trojans have it. Nose of the football at the 40-yard line. Friesen on that last carry before the end of the quarter, credited with a yard. He now has 4 carries for 8 yards. Second down and 9. Here comes a blitz by Rock Creek. Gebhardt goes away from it, though. Gets it to Michael Murray, who speeds down the sideline. And Murray, depending on where he might have stepped out, is close to a first down. He's going to be flagged out here at about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Yeah, it looks like they marked him about a yard and a half, maybe a long 2 yards short here to bring up another third down. It looks like he's close to the sideline every time, but yet still manages to get about 8 yards. 73 yards now after that one for Michael Murray. He'll come from the end around, take the football, peeks inside now, looking for space, hit, almost gets away, and falls down almost directly where the stick is at. Good news is Michael Murray had the football in his right arm, and that was up the field. First down for Southeast of Saline. Yeah, and they're going to go ahead and mark this one right at the 50-yard line, and he was a half tackle away there from maybe being able to control himself before he went down and able to break that one.
Southeast now faking the handoff to Friesen. Gebhardt rolls out to the left-hand side, and he puts that ball away safely for a 4-yard gain on the run. Luke Gebhardt carrying the football more than what we were accustomed to last year. Of course, he leaned a lot on Matthew Rodriguez and also Jude Golden in the backfield. Those two seniors now on to better things. But Luke Gebhardt showing he can run the football as well.
Yeah, when you got 2 running backs like that in your backfield, there's no reason to have the quarterback run that much, but doing a great job here tonight.
Second down and 6. Gebhardt rolls out to the right-hand side. He's going to throw it up to a Tucker Thaxton running towards the right-hand sideline, and Thaxton went up and had a battle with a Rock Creek defensive back, and there on coverage that time was Hunter Prakash, a junior for the Mustangs, and that ball goes incomplete. Now 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, and Prakash did a great job right there because Tucker Thaxton timed that one to try to high point it and giving up a little height right there to Prakash, able to get his hand up. Thaxton had 2 hands on the ball, but Prakash able to punch it right out of the middle.
3rd down and 6 here for Southeast of Saline. They need the 40-yard line to move the football. Here's the snap to Gebhardt. Fake to Murray. Now he's going to roll out, looking to the middle of the field. There's Thaxton wide open, but he drops the football. Thaxton would have had the ball in a barrel roll going down at the 25-yard line, but could not complete the catch, and that'll bring up a 4th down for Southeast of Saline.
And that middle of the field, Devin, has kind of been open now for both sides on offense. I'm not sure if it's a busted coverage as Rock Creek has 2 safeties back there right now, but that middle of the field is going to be a problem for both of these defenses if they don't adjust to that.
Southeast keeping their offense on the field. Luke Gebhardt is also the punter this season. Could be a quick kick. I don't know. Let's see what the Trojans want to do here. Everybody looking over to the right-hand side to see what Trent Douglas and Chance Potacek are going to call. Trent gives himself bunny ears. Now they're going to go 3 wide receivers on the right-hand side. Gebhardt rolls out that way, under pressure, drops a dime on his receiver just inside of the 40-yard line, in which they needed for a 1st down, and it's brother to brother. Once again, it is Luke to Jake Gebhardt, and Jake just tucked that thing away and then turned and plunged ahead for a few more yards to the 37-yard line.
And that was great recognition of on the field where you were at by Jake Gebhardt, knowing exactly where he was at on the field, knowing where the 1st down sticks were, and got just enough for the 1st down.
I say run bunny ears again later. Here's Gebhardt now rolling out. Luke looking. He's going to set up. He's going to let one rip down the middle of the field. Michael Murray's jersey is being torn off of him, and it will draw a penalty flag. Yancey Spiller that time, one of the veteran DBs in this Rock Creek secondary. All he could do to keep Michael Murray along with him was reach out and grab his jersey, and that's what he did.
Yeah, and let's credit Luke a little bit right there because he was rolling off to the left, was able to have time, set his feet, throw the ball, and almost dropped it right in the breadbasket of Michael Murray. So we'll have a 15-yard penalty here. High school football, it's not where the spot of the foul is. You just go back to the line of scrimmage, take 15 yards, but a great job by Luke Gebhardt right there on the rollout to the left and an excellent double move by Michael Murray that would have been open.
So a big play there via penalty for Southeast of Saline. They have a 1st down at the 23-yard line. Little head and shoulder fake there by Luke Gebhardt. He's going to take it down. He will be inside of the 15-yard line. It's like a gain of about 9. We'll see where they spot it down here.
I think they're going to give him.
Oh, they're going to say.
I think they're going to give him a 1st down here.
They still haven't made that. They're going to say a Caterpillar short on the other side. And now, wait.
Well, the sticks are moving now, so.
Now the official says, let me look at that. Let me look at it.
Looks like we might have a measurement here.
You know, this time of year, not always a bad thing. If the guys are able to, maybe get over, get a drink of water. That's really what both sidelines should be doing here when it's this early in the season and this warm out. We know the Southeast of Saline Trojans believe highly in pickle juice. Not sure what Rock Creek's strategy that is. But you would think that they would take a hydration break here and get some water in these guys.
Well, the ref put his hand behind his head to go 1st down, and before he could straighten his arm out, he came back. And they are, we'll call that a gain of 10 yards and 1 inch, able to get the 1st down right there by Luke Gebhardt. So
52 yards on 7 carries now for Luke Gebhardt. That'll put the football just right at the nose at the 13-yard line.
2nd time tonight Southeast has been in the Can-Equip red zone.
Yeah, the first time they just blew right through it. Michael Murray barely saw the Can-Equip red zone. Empty backfield. Gebhardt, little head and shoulder twitch again. Now he's out trying to work some magic. He's going to be strung out to the left-hand side, and he'll get about 3 yards on the play. Tough running there by Luke Gebhardt. 8 carries now, 55 yards, and it's 2nd down at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and he did everything he could right there to get that 3 yards tackled from behind. Very, very hard right there, and a great job by the defensive lineman. I'm quite sure what number that was, but a great job of pursuit right there.
2nd down and 7. Ball sitting just outside of the 10. Gebhardt now will take it. Fake to Friesen. Throws it out in the flat to Landon Allen. That would have been a tough road to hoe for Landon Allen. He had a couple of defensive guys closing in on him. There were 2 blockers, but 3 tacklers for Rock Creek.
Great job right there. Like you said, 3 defenders out there. One had a clear shot and was real close to him, as even if the ball, like you said, would have been caught in stride by Landon Allen, would have been real tough to get positive yardage there.
So 3rd down and 7 now. They can still get a first down, can the Trojans, before the goal line. Gebhardt rolling out right. He's going to reach back and throw this one complete to the 6-yard line, maybe the 5.5 to Michael Murray. And that's not going to do much. It's going to get about 2.5 yards.
Yeah, 4th down here is Southeast has converted on every 4th down that they have had so far. And can, like you said, still get a first down without getting a touchdown at about the 4.5, 3-yard line.
Everybody hands on hips, looking over at the Southeast of Saline sideline. Trent Douglas, Mitch Gebhardt putting their brains together to call this 4th down and 3. Ball is on the 6, and now Southeast will call a timeout. We'll take it as well. It's Southeast of Saline's first timeout as they conjure over this 4th down play coming up here on KINA.
Stardust Trophy Downtown Salina has all the cool football medals and trophies your team needs for its players when their practice session pays off in big wins. Choose from tons of trophy styles and customize it exactly as you want. Stardust Trophy even has special trophies just for fantasy football leagues. Just for fun, choose football bobblehead trophies. Got an autographed or special football? Show it off in a special acrylic showcase from Stardust Trophy. 121 South Santa Fe, downtown Salina.
You are listening to Southeast Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
14-7 here on the campus of Southeast of Saline High School. 8:53 left to go. Southeast of Saline leading by a touchdown and knocking on the door for more. Rock Creek trying to turn it over on downs here as Southeast has a 4th down and 3. Ball sitting on the 6-yard line. Seen Southeast of Saline convert a lot of 3rd downs in this game. They even converted a couple of 4th downs in this game, one of them on this drive.
Yeah, and this being the 13th play of this drive for Southeast. A great sustained drive right now. Let's see if they can get positive points out of this.
They're going to load up the left-hand side here. Friesen will be left of Luke Gebhardt, directly behind Landon Allen. Gebhardt will send Michael Murray in motion. And this one, I believe, will be illegal procedure against Southeast of Saline. Looked like Friesen left a little bit earlier, maybe even Landon Allen. It was in that area.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. Couldn't quite tell who it was, but that's exactly what happened. Is it looked like they were going to do a fake end around there and a roll out to the right to maybe Landon Allen or Gebhardt in the corner of the end zone.
What's the old theory, though? Just gives your offense more space to operate.
Yeah, and once again, you still get a first down here. Don't have to get a touchdown. So playbook's still completely wide open right here.
Pushes the football back to the 11-yard line, where it'll be 4th down and 8 from the 11-yard line. Southeast can get a first down inside the 5, just about the 3. Gebhardt this time will put Landon Allen in the slot left-hand side. Luke will roll out to that side. Now he has to backpedal under pressure, puts one up to the end zone. It's intercepted, but then a very nice catch made, and then a late flag coming out from the official on the near sideline. Landon Allen was in the area, and he came back to make the tackle. And we'll have to check the penalty flag here on this play.
I wonder if they're going to maybe get a block in the back. When Landon was going to try to make that tackle, he got pushed into him. I'm not sure. There was no pass interference on that play, so it's got to be a block in the back or something in that nature.
The official saying illegal contact against Rock Creek. Block in the back, so was it pre or post pass? Looks like the offense might be coming off here, so I think you're right, Russ. Rock Creek will retain possession off that interception, and they will have the worst field position of the night for either squad.
Yeah, and 8:47 left to go here, and it looks like they're going to start at about their 3-yard line.
Luke Gebhardt a year ago only threw 5 interceptions all year. If I remember right, though, he did throw one in the opener.
Yes.
Early on against Minneapolis last year. So back at the 3-yard line is where the Mustangs are going to start out here. That was a big drive for Southeast of Saline. About 15 plays. They come up empty after an interception on 4th down. Here's Rock Creek now screening it out to their number 1 receiver, Ethan Burgess. Burgess has a spin move and able to buy himself some yards, about a 5-yard gain out to the 8-yard line.
That ball thrown on a rope by Whitworth right there. That was a long ways across the field as he was spread way out to the far side.
Burgess 3 catches, 17 yards. Whitworth so far 5 of 5 throwing the football. He's connected with Burgess 3 times. Jaden Winans, the running back, twice. 2nd down and 5, ball on the 8. 3 receivers, left-hand side for the Mustangs. Whitworth back to pass. Now he's dodging bullets. He gets out to the right-hand side. He's going to be hit as he throws, and this one's going to go out of bounds along the Mustang sideline, incomplete. And a big 3rd down and 5 coming up for Rock Creek. That's the first incompletion of the game for Dalton Whitworth.
Maybe one of the first times we've seen that defensive line get pressure on Whitworth, something he hasn't seen in his face a lot as he's been able to have time and set his feet and throw the ball.
Keep it tuned right here at halftime. We'll have a conversation with Coach Mitch Gebhardt as he heads to the locker room. We'll also be joined by Wade Castleman. We'll talk Southeast of Saline cross country. Here's Whitworth dodging a bunch of linemen that came across. That play just looked weird. I don't know if somebody went early for Rock Creek or somebody went early for Southeast of Saline, or if everybody was right on time. There's no flag on the play. That'll bring up 4th down for Rock Creek, and they are buried back in their own territory.
The only guy that moved was the center that snapped the ball on the first clap. We've seen him clap twice and get another play call, so you wonder if that one wasn't supposed to be on maybe 2 or the 2nd clap, but he snapped the ball and none of the offensive line moved at all.
That would explain a lot because the whole defensive line moved a lot. So now Michael Murray will jump off his stationary bike over here on the Southeast of Saline sidelines and go out to field this punt. He's going to stand with his heels at about the 45-yard line. Here's the punt by Rock Creek. It is a good one, and Murray's going to have some space if he can field it. Now it's going to take a huge Mustang bounce. Murray's going to get away from it, and the Southeast of Saline defense does their job once again, and they put they get the ball now at their own 26-yard line. So a big play there and a big series by Southeast of Saline on that drive. Rock Creek got the interception back deep in their own territory, but when unable to bring it out, looked really like a busted play on 3rd down. And now Southeast of Saline will have the football once again, leading 14-7. That was our score at the end of the first quarter. Still waiting on our first points here in the second. Gebhardt and company will have it at their own 26-yard line. 1st down and 10. Here's a pitch out, sweep, Friesen, right-hand side. Has a couple of blockers in front of him. Now leaps past a tackler, and he's going to take on a Mustang at the 40-yard line and drive it ahead to about the 44-yard line. Big carry there by Nathan Friesen, and it goes for 18 yards, his longest of the night.
Yeah, and a great block out here by all 3 wide receivers on the near side of the field to kind of spring Friesen right there.
7.5 minutes left to go. Football now out to the 44. Two receivers left, one to the right. Fake to Friesen in the backfield. They go to Michael Murray out in the slot. He has to get rid of a would-be tackler for a loss, and now he's going to fight to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he's going to gain one out to the 45.
Tucker Thaxton right there, maybe with a little bit of a missed block as Murray was able to make the first guy miss. Tucker just wasn't able to sustain that block to spring him free.
Michael Murray's 5th catch of the evening, 76 yards. You see Southeast of Saline, Russ, here start to throttle down a little bit with halftime pending. They don't want to give the Mustangs the ball back.
Yeah, and coming out in the second half, Rock Creek will get the ball to start the second half.
Here's the the fake to Friesen. It was a really good fake. Got me on the play. And Gebhardt will take it ahead to the 50-yard line. That is a gain of 5 on the keeper for Luke Gebhardt. 60 yards rushing now on 9 carries. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 4. Ball setting dead center right at the 50-yard line for the Trojans.
Yeah, that was a great play fake right there because I was following the fake as well until you said that he was holding on to the ball.
Nose of the football at the 50. 3 receivers on the right. Luke Gebhardt will roll that way. Has the ball down at his waist. Now he's going to throw it just a smidge behind Landon Allen away from the defensive back. And Landon goes down, skidding to a stop. He's going to make the catch just inside of the 45-yard line to the 44. It's a gain of 6.
Yeah, and a great route right there by Landon Allen, able to plant his foot and kind of let Jake Gebhardt get out of the way, and he come across the middle and just kind of sat right there in that empty spot.
Still 5:53 left to go here in this second quarter. Southeast of Saline, empty backfield. Gebhardt will take it. Luke right up the middle, trying to pick his way through this Mustang defense. He'll get just inside of the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4.5.
Yeah, and I think you're right, Devin. They're just trying to slow things down now and just get, you get 4 or 5 yards every play. You're eventually going to kill the clock and then get in the end zone.
Well, they've already shown Rock Creek 5th gear. This is more like 3rd gear, I feel like. A spread again, 3 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Here's a high pass out to Landon Allen, who will tip it to himself and end up getting 2 yards on the play. That could have been an incomplete pass, and Landon made a great play, Russ, to bring that one down and get a couple of yards.
Yeah, great job bringing it in, and it's kind of dangerous when you tip it to yourself right there, not knowing where the defender is at, as it looked like maybe Nathan Friesen a little shaken up on the play as he kind of trots off. But
that's Michael Murray.
Sorry, Michael Murray. It's hard for me to tell down here on what number it looked like a 3, but yeah, Landon Allen, a great job to get positive yardage out of that play.
So Wyatt Boyd will come back into the game. Michael Murray limps off. He will have a conversation with the trainer over here. And Southeast of Saline looks like maybe heading over to their sideline here as a timeout is called, and the Trojans will take their second of the half. Timeout by Southeast of Saline. They lead at 14-7 with 4:36 left to go here in the second quarter. Back with more Trojan football after this on KINA.
This is Tammy Bedreau at the Bank of Tesket. If you're looking to purchase your new home in the near future, I want you to know we offer a variety of loan options to finance your home purchase. I would love an opportunity to be your lender. Give me a call or stop in today to learn more. We are local lenders making local decisions. The Bank of Tesket, committed to those we serve. MLS number 712440. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline football on KINA.
Other games we're keeping an eye on tonight on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Of course, the Mayor's Cup on the line at Salina Stadium as Salina Central plays Salina South. That is a very interesting game for a first game of the year. Wichita Trinity is at Sacred Heart as Sacred Heart breaks in a new head coach, and Marysville's at Abilene. Chapman is at Concordia. Beloit is at Ellsworth. Of course, Beloit will be waiting on Southeast of Saline to visit next week. Republic County is at Minneapolis. Also in 8-man action, El Saline will get their feet wet playing 8-man. They're at Moundridge tonight. Solomon is at Rural Vista. Also just down the road in 11-man action, Halstead, a team that is on Southeast of Saline's schedule this year. They are playing at Smoky Valley. Here it's 14-7. Southeast of Saline leading over the Rock Creek Mustangs, a battle of 2 ranked teams. According to the Kansas Football Coaches Association, it's 3rd down and 4. For Southeast of Saline. They go heavy and tight to the right-hand side. Pitch out to Nathan Friesen, and Rock Creek is there to destroy it. A 3-yard loss as that Rock Creek defensive line came storming through. They had a couple of linebackers in tow as well, and Southeast of Saline takes a huge step backwards to the 41.
Yeah, and that was great pursuit back here on the back end of this Rock Creek defense. You had all 3 guys back, 2, 7, 5, all of them just pursuing the ball, great angle on that tackle, and Friesen had nowhere to go.
His 8th carry of the night, 23 yards for Nathan Friesen in his first start at running back on the varsity level. 4th down now and 7. Southeast going to go for it here. Gebhardt back to pass down the middle of the field. It's going to be picked off again. A great leaping grab by the Mustangs defensive back, Dagan Venduska, as he goes up and has a big, heavy landing at the 25-yard line. That's the second interception now thrown in 2 consecutive drives by Southeast of Saline.
Yeah, and he came down hard, basically right on the football, and standing right in front of it here, that football kind of jarred a little bit when he went down. I don't know if he really corralled that whole thing, but nonetheless, a turnover.
1st down and 10 for the Mustangs. They will start out at their own 25-yard line. They trail Southeast by 7, 3:43 left to go. There's a ball that pops straight up in the air and then lands right back into the breadbasket of the quarterback, Dalton Whitworth. And Whitworth able to get it out to the 29 on a gain of 4. We've seen some fortunate bounces go in the favor of the Mustangs so far in this first half.
Yeah, and very fortunate right there for Rock Creek as Whitworth kind of went down awkward right there. His leg kind of got tangled up, and then he got hit and pushed back.
Second down and 6. Rock Creek with a cluster of 4 receivers all in a cage on the right-hand side. They're going to screen it out here to their running back, who is part of that cluster, Jaden Winans. And Winans going to take it up the right-hand sideline for a gain of about 4. It's going to bring up second down and 4. Actually, he didn't get that much. Stepped out of bounds early for a gain of 2.
Yeah, Landon Allen did a great job right there pursuing that and able to get off the block and get him for that short gain. Now it looks like we got a stack of 4 wide receivers over here on the far side of the field.
Yeah, they're just switching sides. They did that last down. They're doing it again here. This little diamond set, Salina South used to run that with Ken Stonebreaker. They called it a jet set. Here's Whitworth now, under pressure, wants to scramble out to the right-hand side. He bites off just enough for the first down and coasts out of bounds past the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. 4 carries, 14 yards so far for the Rock Creek signal caller, Dalton Whitworth. And a first down conversion there at the 35-yard line. Knew exactly what he needed to move those chains and keep this drive alive. 3 minutes left to go. Three receivers left-hand side. Whitworth put it in the belly that time of the end around Ethan Burgess. Burgess was destroyed by Mac Chambers. Thankfully for Rock Creek, Whitworth held on to the football and took it straight ahead for 7 yards.
Yeah, and that was a great, excellent fake by Whitworth to Burgess, and able to just hold that in there as long as he could until Mac Chambers made the choice that Whitworth had to pull that one out.
3rd and 4 from their own 42. Mustangs now, 3 receivers again, left-hand side. Whitworth looks that way, steps up in the pocket, gets to the line of scrimmage, now throws a lollipop right off the hands of his intended receiver, just about on the left hash that time. He was looking for Brandon Cranebill, and the junior could not hang on to the football. That's just the second incompletion of the evening for Dalton Whitworth.
Yeah, and that time Mac Chambers was able to get to Whitworth as he got him right as he was releasing the ball, and just a ferocious hit by Mac Chambers right there.
3rd down and 4 for the Mustangs. That incomplete pass stopped the clock with 2:24 left to play here in the second quarter. 14-7, Southeast of Saline trying to protect their 7-point lead. Pistol formation. Rock Creek wants to run straight up the gut. They have the first down and more with Jaden Winans, and he is going to take it all the way deep to the secondary for Southeast of Saline and not brought down until he gets to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 24 yards by Jaden Winans.
Yeah, that was a great block by the center on that play, to able to pin one guy down, and Winans was able to go right up the middle.
First down and 10, Rock Creek. They are driving now into Southeast of Saline territory at the 34-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in the second quarter. Cluster of 3 wide receivers, left-hand side. Whitworth wants to go away from him. Now he's hit and dropped. The first quarterback sack of the day, and it goes to Southeast of Saline. In there on the quarterback sack, Whitworth will lose 4 on the play.
Yeah, and I believe that was Landon Allen right there coming across, number 7. Just a great job from the far side to notice that and come in and get Whitworth for a 3-yard loss.
So that'll help keep this drive kind of at bay. And now a late handoff into the belly of Winans and Southeast of Saline there to stop it after a 3-yard gain. So after those 2 plays, first down and second down, Rock Creek back to the original line of scrimmage for a 3rd down and 10, and they call a timeout. We'll take it as well, 30 seconds, and then back with this 3rd down and 10 for the Mustangs when we come back here on KINA.
Kansas Wesleyan University offers great nursing education options with a BS major in nursing and an RN to BSN program. KWU recently opened a brand new $5 million nursing education center that features state-of-the-art simulation rooms and next-generation classroom equipment designed to take the educational experience to the next level. Wonderful scholarships and opportunities to gain experience are available. Want to know more? Check out kwu.edu/nursing today. That's kwu.edu/nursing.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Well, we've been at this for just about an hour, coming up on the 8 o'clock strike on the clock. Reminder that you are listening to KINA Salina, 910 AM, also 107.5 FM. If you want to get in some video, go to SalinaPost.com. Friend Brian Dennett, courtesy of L&L Advisors, providing live stream video of this contest at Salina Post. 3rd down and 10 for the Rock Creek Mustangs. 1:13 left to go. Each team has one timeout remaining. And a spread formation with 4 wide receivers on the left-hand side. Empty backfield. That extra receiver is on the right. Whitworth, back to pass. Wants to go right the whole way. Finds his man at the 20-yard line, and a bullet stuck right in the face mask of Ethan Burgess.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. That thing had a vapor trail behind it, knowing right where he had to get the first down.
Rock Creek now in the hurry up. That one for 14. 31 yards so far now for Burgess. Snap back to Whitworth. He wants to tuck it and run, and he is going to have maybe 2 yards on the play to the 17. We'll give him 3. Clock continuing to tick. 55 seconds left to go. Whitworth comes up, adjusting his pads after that big hit. Actually, let's just give him 2. That's 2nd down and 8. Empty backfield once again. 5 wide receivers, 3 to the left. They go up over the top this time. Again, looking for Burgess, but in there on coverage. A nice play by the Southeast of Saline defense.
Yeah, and I think right there, maybe Caden Isaacson would have put his hands up. That might have hit him, as that was well overthrown, but a great job right there. Now the clock stops. Rock Creek can get the play call on a big 3rd down.
Remember, Rock Creek won the toss. They deferred, so as we look around the corner of the second half, the Mustangs will start out with the football. So a big stand here by the Southeast of Saline defense. 3rd down and 9. Rock Creek with the football at the 18. They're going to put a running back in the backfield this time. It's Jaden Winans. Whitworth back to pass. There's a little screen out to Winans. He's in the flat, and he's going to have enough for the first down, it appears, on the far sideline. Well, they're going to spot him right at the sticks.
Yeah, I think he's going to be short, standing right down here, Devin. I think there's going to be about a long yard and a half, maybe. Yeah, a long yard and a half, let's say probably a yard, but big 4th down right here.
4th down and 1. Ball setting at the 11.5 yard line. How's that?
Right on.
Winans in the pistol formation directly behind Whitworth. See if Southeast can get a stand here. The fake is to Winans. Whitworth's going to keep it. Trying to knife his way through the defense. Southeast gives up the first down, and that'll stop the clock with a timeout for the Rock Creek Mustangs. We'll duck away. We'll come back and finish out this first half after a 30-second timeout here on KINA.
Don't get caught on empty. Fill up on all your basic needs at Asaria Oil and Hardware. We want to be sure all our Trojans are fueled up for the big game. Whether you're on the field or in the stands, start with a full tank of gas for your car or your belly. Get your favorite pizza and snacks to have enough stamina to get that Trojan win. Asaria Oil and Hardware, located in Asaria at the corner of Center and Main. We'll fill you up.
You are listening to Southeast Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Rounding out the first half, looking around the corner, we will have Mitch Gebhardt as he heads to the locker room at halftime. We will also have Wade Castleman talking about Southeast of Saline cross country, state champion Southeast of Saline cross country over the last few years. We'll see how Wade's squad is looking for this upcoming season. They've already had some action this past week here in Abilene, and they did very well. That's all I'll say about that. We'll let Coach Castleman tell you the rest of that story when it comes up at halftime. 27 seconds left to go here. Rock Creek has 0 timeouts remaining. They trail Southeast of Saline 14-7 here in this second quarter. Football setting with a first down and goal at the 6-yard line. Three wide receivers to the short side of the field on the right. Whitworth drops back. Now he's going to be flushed out of the pocket. Going to his left, throws back across to a wide receiver in the back of the end zone, and he gets his feet down for a touchdown. What a catch going through that time by Logan Sturdy. That's the first catch for Logan Sturdy in this game, and it goes for a 6-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, not only did Sturdy right there get 1 foot down, he did a great job knowing exactly where that back of the end zone was. And not only he got 2 feet down and almost had a third stutter step, but a great touch pass by Whitworth right there and a great recognition by the receiver on where he was at.
So 6 yards, an extra point pending to tie this football game up. The kick is up, and it's going to be kind of a mulligan there by the kicker for Rock Creek. I don't know if the hold was bad or just planted too much grass there for Mac Lee, but that ball popped up, and it was incomplete on the kick. So Southeast of Saline retains a 1-point lead, 14-13, and we are just at a formality now, probably 17.8 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
You go back to that extra point attempt. It's like almost like, Devin, in a golf swing when you catch it fat and do a big old divot. That's exactly what happened right there. He kicked about a yard behind the football, and it went about 3 yards up in the air.
That's why I don't golf. So Southeast owned the first quarter. They were up 14-0 for most of the first quarter. Then Rock Creek got a touchdown inside 17 seconds left to go in the first. 14-7 at the end of one. And we went through that whole second quarter. All this talk about octane and being on fire and offensive showcase. Two defenses stood up here in the second quarter, and that score by Rock Creek was our only points of the second quarter. And right now sitting at 14-13, Southeast of Saline with a 1-point lead.
Yeah, Southeast come out with their foot on the gas pedal and scoring twice early, and we thought maybe this game defense was going to step up. Well, both defenses stepped up there, like you said, in the second quarter. So, like, maybe a formality here, but still 17.8, a lot can happen.
The speed of Michael Murray and Nathan Friesen, nothing is really a formality, but the question is, will Rock Creek even kick it to them? Here's Mac Lee on the approach. He will not. Kicks it on the ground. It takes a high bounce, though. We'll end up with Friesen at the 25-yard line, looking for a couple of blocks, and Friesen will be caught from behind as he tapped the brake just a little bit to stutter step to get through there, and the kicker, Mac Lee, came storming down the field to take Nathan Friesen down.
Yeah, Mac Lee right there might have been the fastest guy on that kickoff coverage as he outran everybody.
Down on the field checking some names and some pronunciations for the Mustangs before the game, and his dad, who is also a coach, came over and he said, "That's Mac Lee." So I was very thankful for that clarification. It was pretty funny. I couldn't help but to laugh. There's a little pass now out to the outside right side sideline. It is going to be a 6-yard gain. Luke to Jake Gebhardt. So Southeast not waving the white flag here.
How many timeouts does Southeast have left?
Just one, I believe.
Okay.
Third catch for Jake, 19 yards. Second down and 4. Luke up to the left here to Michael Murray. Murray trying to break a tackle. He gets to the 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of 1 and be the last play of the first half. So 2 interceptions for Southeast of Saline on offense. They came on back-to-back drives in the second quarter, and that really the black eye right now for Southeast of Saline. One of them came inside of the red zone. It was on 4th down, so it's hard to say it kept points off the board for the Trojan offense, but nonetheless, 2 interceptions. Let's go down the field. Here's Russ with Coach.
Coach, 14-13 into the first half. Your thoughts?
Well, we had 2 drives that stalled, and we don't have those 2 drives stalled. This game's different. I feel like it's a good football game. I think both teams are playing hard. It's both teams have made some mistakes, but it's a dang good football game.
Okay, well, we look forward to talking to you after the game. Good luck second half.
Thank you.
Time now to enter the Kickoff Auto and Truck Restoration halftime report. 14-13. Southeast of Saline leads by 1. When we come back, Wade Castleman will join us. We'll get a chance to talk Southeast of Saline Trojan Cross Country. That's coming up at halftime. 14-13. Southeast of Saline leads it by 1 right here on KINA.
Kickoff Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Kickoff Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Kickoff Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Kickoff Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the southeast of Saline Trojans.
It's third down and 8 for the Trojans. They really need to make the right call here.
During the football game, it's crucial to make the right call. And in real estate, one call can bring a positive outcome from your real estate experience. Whether you're looking for rural property, upsizing to make room for the family, downsizing, or acquiring investment property, call Winnell Garrettson at SalinaHomes.com.
What a call! Touchdown, Trojans!
Buy or sell, call Winnell.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap, stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Let's head back to the stadium for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
We are at halftime on the Kickoff Auto and Truck Accessories Halftime Report. 14-13 is our score. Southeast of Saline scored the first 2 touchdowns of the game. Then Rock Creek has owned the last baker's dozen to make it a 1-point game. Here at halftime, the Mustangs scheduled to get the football when we come out for the third quarter. Time now during halftime, courtesy of Winnell Garrettson at SalinaHomes.com to talk Southeast of Saline cross country. Wade Castleman joins us, and let's go all the way back to last year because you and I don't get to talk that much during basketball season, but the banner was hung in the gym, another state title for your squad. Just your reflection on last year and what all that season meant to you. I know it was another special year.
It really was. The girls competed well at the state meet, and nothing against the boys. They competed well too, which Wichita Trinity is a very good team and did a great job of competing and walked away with the title that day. But our girls went out and they got the job done, and I was very pleased with what they did that day.
So when you look at this year's squad now, I know, Coach Gubhart and I were talking about this as we got ready for football season. The offseason doesn't really exist that much anymore. I mean, you guys are always working. I know your kids kind of take off, and even though they may be away from you, they're running other places and doing work on their own. And it's just such a craft of year-round striving for excellence, isn't it?
They really do. And we have kids, that are involved in basketball, which I encourage them to do something, at least they're doing something in the wintertime.
Yeah.
And, those that aren't playing basketball, we do have a good core that are doing some mileage during the wintertime. And then they're ready for the spring, and they came into last spring ready to roll, and it paid off. We had a lot of very good performances last spring, and the boys were able to defend their state title at the state track meet, and we'll be hanging another banner in the gym here shortly for that.
Yeah, how special is that, too? You make the transition over to the spring season and go to the state track meet, and again, you're excelling there, not only as a team, but also some individuals that did really well that translated into team success.
Really did. Dylan Sprecher, Chase did a great job defending titles and winning titles. Dylan set a state record in Class 3A in the 1600. Gentry Alderson won her 2 races as well. And, Michael Murray did a great job, placed second place in the 100. And then we had our 4x4 relay did really well last year at state. They ended up second place that.
How much of a kind of irregular type of deal, or an anomaly, maybe the word, is it? Because I talk to people all the time, and they know that I'm affiliated, and I work with Southeast of Saline. And the question is, how's their track team this year? And I always tell them the first thing I like to brag about is, well, this is a track team that's probably going to win state again. And they really don't have any field events. I mean, that's a little bit different, isn't it?
We were hurting last year on our throws a little bit. We had Jude Golden in the javelin, and he scored some points for us. He just missed qualifying for state last year. But we had Tate Nurnberg qualified for state in the high jump and triple jump, and is a freshman, and that's really, really good. And he improved a lot during the season last year, and I look forward, another year of him getting stronger and faster, and to see what he'll do this next spring for us.
Your guys have already had, and girls have already had some action this week, all ready to start this season. Before we get into that, though, just tell me about your girls' team. Let's start with the ladies. What do you expect out of them this year and some of the names we're going to keep hearing along the line?
Yeah, the girls, we return a good core of them. Ashley Prohaska is a senior for us this year, who earned All-State last year. Abby Comerford was also All-State last year. We have a freshman, Brecken Alderson. She did a great job yesterday for us. She was our third runner. Callie Augustine and Brenna Felzine, Savannah Sutton, Josie Heller, Brooklyn Adams, Sadie Franklin, Carly Comerford, and Charlotte Knopf. So that's our core of girls, and they're a great group of girls, and they're focused and they're excited for this season to see what it'll all play out for us.
Now let's go to the guys' side. What do you expect out of the guys runners here for Southeast of Saline?
I'm not saying we're reloading. Not rebuilding. We're reloading. And Levi Allen, All-State last year, returning as a junior this year. Braden Walker is a freshman. Damian Jackson, Caden Walker, Jacob Bircher is a freshman. Nakari Moracle, Isaiah Kerr, freshman. Ben Greierholtz, and Drew Richardson. That's our top guys right now. And yesterday we had 3 freshmen for us in our top 7. So I'm looking forward to seeing them grow and get stronger as the year progresses.
Now the tees on the action yesterday, you guys were able to run, and I always appreciate this to start the season because I know you always look towards that upper echelon of competition and try to find the best competition you can. Yesterday was in Abilene at the Abilene Invitational, and you did pretty well. Let's start first with the guys.
The guys did a great job yesterday. They ended up winning the meet. Levi Allen was the overall champion yesterday and ran a really good time of 16:59 on a hot, muggy day. And our boys scored 19 points, outdistancing Marion, who had 62 points that day.
19 points would probably win a lot of golf tournaments. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So let's go over to the girls. They also had a very successful day to start the year.
They did. The girls won yesterday. They scored 25 points and outdistanced Sacred Heart, who had scored 43 points that day. So, great start to the season. It was fun, getting on a course and competing against, other people and some schools that we don't see a whole lot. But, just getting out there and starting the season off, overcoming the heat that we faced yesterday. I thought the kids adapted well. They had to wait. We had 4 junior high races ahead of theirs, and so they had a long wait, but they, overcame and conquered what we wanted them to do.
I know nobody likes to sit around, especially in today's society where everybody's attention span is so short and you always feel like you have to be doing something, but early in the year, do you almost like that as a coach? Because there's a lot of team activity and a lot of team bonding that goes on, isn't there?
There is. The kids, they're a great group of kids, and they love spending time together. Last night we got home, and a large group of them went and got half-price apps at Applebee's. and that's not stuff that I encourage, them, the team unity, but I don't say, hey, you guys need to get together. The seniors and the juniors, they take that upon, and they establish that leadership and that team bonding time. And I know the girls have things that they do throughout the season. They have a secret sister, and they, buy gifts for each other and write encouraging notes to each other. And that's just a tradition that's been passed on. Not nothing that I started. They do a lot of things that I don't know about and I probably don't want to know about.
So not only are they team bonding, they're also very frugal going after the half-price apps. I like that strategy as well. Yes. So what's next for Southeast of Saline Cross Country? What's your weekend and even next week look like?
Well, we don't have any competitions this weekend. The kids are off till Monday. They voted to go Monday morning for practice instead of sleeping in, which I am great with. And then we are running at the Wamego Invitational next Saturday. We're going to run in the 4A division instead of running in the 3A division. That's what we did last year.
Yeah.
Get to see some very good competition that day, and we're looking forward to it. We pulled out of the Heston meet to start going to the Wamego meet because we were thinking, well, that's where we're going to be for state. And Keisha put us back at Rimrock for Class 3A, which I'm fine with too. So, but the Wamego course is a challenging course. We get to see great competition, so I'm looking forward to it.
I know you love going to the Wamego meet, and you have some pretty good memories there over the last couple of years too, don't you?
We really do. The girls winning 2 back-to-back state titles, and the boys getting second last year and winning a couple titles the couple years before that there as well. So, yeah, it's got some good memories, and through the years, our kids have always gone there and competed well, and I look forward to that.
I always love our time together at halftime. I wish we could talk more, but when we're at home games, I plan on having you on, no doubt about that, and I love our time together. Good luck this year.
Thank you, Devin. I appreciate it.
Wade Castleman, he's the head coach of the Southeast of Saline Cross Country Runners. They are off to a good start this season. They already have a trophy in their trophy case, both boys and girls, as they were taking first place yesterday at the Abilene Invitational. We're at halftime of the football game, and it is 14-13. Southeast of Saline leading the Rock Creek Mustangs. Back with stats from the first half. Also a check of area scores. It's coming up after this as you listen to the Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report.
Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knauf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knauf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Citizens State Bank has been serving Kansans for over 100 years. We are a full-service bank that can service your personal, business, and agricultural lending and deposit needs. Citizens State Bank offers 24/7 convenience with mobile deposit, online banking, and our ATM conveniently located in front of the building. Stop by and see our friendly and helpful staff. Citizens State Bank at 600 Maple Street in Gypsum, Kansas. Citizens State Bank and Trust Company is a proud supporter of the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Salina Regional's Orthopedic and Sports Medicine is your home field advantage. Our physicians include sports medicine physician Dr. Matthew Pyle, along with orthopedic surgeons Drs. Travis Rump and Todd Riley, plus an A-team of certified athletic trainers and physical therapists. We're ready when you need us to help prevent injuries, enhance performance, or to heal through surgery and rehabilitation. For area athletes to weekend warriors, the home field advantage starts at Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Back here at halftime as we go through the Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report. Step rails, bed covers, wheels and tires, lift kits, well, you name it. If you have a truck and you want to look in really, really nice, especially with winter coming up, get some off-road tires, why don't you? Go on now, see Nathan and the guys out at Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories just down the road here from Southeast of Saline High School, proud supporter of Southeast of Saline Sports. Time for the stats from the first half, and it might surprise you a little bit. Those two interceptions and the two drives that Coach Gebhardt spoke of it as his going into the locker room at halftime really kind of do loom a little bit larger. The stats a little lopsided right now in the favor of Southeast of Saline as Rock Creek not putting up as many yards as Southeast of Saline, but still only trailing by one. As we take a look at the offensive stats brought to you by Citizen State Bank in downtown Gypsum. Bank where the Trojans bank. In downtown Gypsum, it is Citizen State Bank. Southeast of Saline, offensively so far, Luke Gebhardt, 14 of 20, throwing the football, 126 yards, a touchdown, but he does have the two interceptions. Rushing the football, 65 yards for Luke Gebhardt on 10 carries. Nate Friesen has 6 carries for 23 yards. And 1 carry, 3 yards for Michael Murray. Receiving-wise, 6 catches for Michael Murray, 77 yards and a touchdown, 19 yards on 3 catches for Jake Gebhardt, 3 catches, 16 yards for Landon Allen, a reception for 13 yards for Nate Friesen, and a reception for 1 yard for Tucker Thaxton. For the Rock Creek Mustangs, Dalton Whitworth so far, 9 completions on 12 attempts, 83 yards and a touchdown. He also has a touchdown rushing the football. 24 yards on the ground on 8 carries. Jaden Winans is the leading rusher for Rock Creek. 6 carries, 32 yards. Receiving, 46 yards for Jaden Winans. He's the leading receiver out of the backfield for the Mustangs. 4 catches, 46 yards. Ethan Burgess, 4 catches, 31 yards. Logan Sturdy has the only touchdown reception for Rock Creek of 6 yards. He has 1 catch. Final team numbers in the first half. Southeast of Saline, 91 yards rushing, 126 yards passing for a total of 217 yards. Rock Creek, even though they have 13 points on the board, just 56 yards of total offense, 24 rushing and 32 on the ground. 14-13, our score here at halftime. And we will be back with a check of your Bennington State Bank scoreboard and also the start of the third quarter. You're listening to Trojan Football.
Kickoff Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Kickoff Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Kickoff Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Kickoff Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
It's third down and 8 for the Trojans. They really need to make the right call here.
During the football game, it's crucial to make the right call. And in real estate, one call can bring a positive outcome from your real estate experience. Whether you're looking for real property, upsizing to make room for the family, downsizing, or acquiring investment property, call Winnell Garrettson at SalinaHomes.com.
What a call! Touchdown, Trojans!
Buy or sell, call Winnell.
Maybe you don't play quarterback or make the highlight reel. Maybe you're not a high school athlete anymore. But just like an athlete, you can get first-class orthopedic care from Salina Ortho. Their doctors and staff strive to get you back to an injury-free, pain-free life as quickly as possible. Salina Ortho has a doctor on call 24/7 for all orthopedic injuries. So next time you're injured, trust the experts at Salina Ortho. Your voice, your choice, past, present, and future. See them online at salinaortho.com.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Football on KINA.
Back here as we round out halftime, brought to you by Kickoff Auto and Truck Accessories. Devin Haney along with Russ Kossel as we are perusing the scoreboard. Sometimes week one it takes people a little bit of time to figure out how to share scores and how the Twitter bird works. Right now, Salina Central leading Salina South 25-0 in the Mayor's Cup at Salina Stadium. Also, Concordia leading Chapman 14-6. That is in Panther country in Concordia. Here it is 14-13. Southeast of Saline with the first 14 points of this game. Rock Creek came back, got 13 points, took advantage of 2 Southeast of Saline interceptions, keeping the Trojans from piling on more. And we have a close game here at the break. And Russ, when you look at that first half, what's your biggest takeaway from that first half of play?
That the offensive numbers that you just read off really weren't there. Southeast clearly gaining way more yards, but you look at the scoreboard, it's 14-13. So I think maybe keys to the second half would be this Southeast defense, maybe getting pressure on quarterback Whitworth and not allowing him so much time to, look. He didn't have very many deep passes, but when you got 5, 6, 7 seconds to throw the ball, whether you're rolling out or standing in the pocket, somebody's going to come open. And I think the middle linebackers, you may see blitzing maybe in the second half by somebody, changing it up on defense to get pressure. Now you can't give up the middle of the field. We talked about the middle of the field being wide open for really both of these offenses when they're on offense. So, and I think if you go offense for Southeast Saline, maybe something that they need to do, or maybe keys to the second half is you have to finish a drive. You had a 15-play drive and a 12-play drive that ended in no points and turnover on downs. So I think if you're Southeast, you really need to just get your composure. You drive all the way down the field twice, and you've got to get positive points.
Yeah, if you're Southeast on offense, you're right. You really had a chance to make this game a stinker, and you didn't. Especially that one interception. And again, I have mixed emotions about that because it was a 4th down interception, but you're within the 5-yard line. Here's a high pop-up kick from Wyatt Boyd to start the third quarter as we are underway. And Rock Creek will bring it out to the 39-yard line. Well, they will start there, and they are on a roll. They've scored the last 13 points in this game and trail Southeast of Saline by just 1.
And Southeast has no desire to kick it deep, but really going back a few years, they never really have had the desire. They kind of just pooch kick it there to the in between the second and third line. And now see if this defense can make the adjustments they need to make to stop this Rock Creek offense.
Mustangs come out. Dalton Whitworth pretty much held in check in that first half. He has 3 wide receivers to the left-hand side. He'll hand it off to his running back, Jaden Winans. Winans with a spin move, trying to get to the line of scrimmage, and he is going to get a little bit falling forward there, about 2.5 on the play. Winans, 7 carries, 34 yards as we begin second half of play.
And a great job there by Caden Isaacson, Mac Chambers, and Josiah Monday up there just doing a great job. Well oversized on the offensive line to him, but doing an excellent job of getting off blocks.
From the 41, it's second down and 8. Rock Creek pushing it towards the midfield stripe here as Steve Fritz Field and the center move the football. And that's going to cost Rock Creek 5 yards and take him back to the 36.
Go back, got an update from Abilene on the Bennington State scoreboard. Abilene in the third quarter up 7-0 on Marysville.
That's a Cowboy team that has just stunk lately. I mean, last couple of years, they haven't won game and they haven't even been competitive. So maybe the Cowboys turn it around. I know there's a lot of excitement about the younger classes coming through Abilene. The guys now that are juniors, I think, is the main class that have really paid their dues playing a lot of varsity. So hopefully things turn around. Here's the ball on the ground. Rock Creek nearly coughed it up as storming through the line of scrimmage that time to put a hit on Dalton Whitworth was Trevor Keller. Keller in there as he is able to wreak some damage. Josiah Monday also up front. Slade Johnson, 3 newcomers to the defensive line this year, and they stepped it up there and pushed Rock Creek back to the 34.
Keller with a great job getting off the block there, and Josiah Monday almost able to hop on that football, but a great job right here to bring up 3rd and long.
3rd and about 15 for the Mustangs. 3 wide receivers make it 4 on the left-hand side. Whitworth back to pass, under pressure again, and he's going to go down again. Josiah Monday there with the big bear hug. He had his 2 defensive lineman counterparts with him as well. And Southeast of Saline came out, and they have turned the wick up on pressure. They were not able to get to Dalton Whitworth in that first half, Russ, and all of a sudden things have changed.
Yeah, keys of the second half. Get pressure on Whitworth, and right there, that was just a 3-man rush by that defensive line. And a great job by all 3 of them, all 3 newcomers this year, starting on the offensive line, and a great job on that drive.
Boy, that is what Southeast was missing in that first half from their defensive front. Here's the punt back to Murray. He'll take it at the 27-yard line. Sniffs the 30, now 35. And a bad block here on Southeast of Saline as Murray was trying to sidestep his way through Rock Creek tacklers. And a block here on Southeast of Saline, I think, was maybe in the back.
Yeah, Tucker Thaxton right there didn't quite have his head around the outside. And you kind of heard the gasp from the crowd over here as Michael Murray catches that with plenty of room right there, knowing what he can do. But like you said right there, the White Hat making the block in the back, so that'll be 15 yards back. But a great job there, once again, by that Southeast defense and those 3 up front.
So we'll see Luke Gebhardt and also get to see the adjustments made on the offensive side of the ball for Southeast of Saline. Here in the third quarter, Michael Murray does his runabout and into the second level. Here comes Nathan Friesen. He's out for a 12-yard gain to the 40-yard line, and a big run there for Friesen to start the second half for Southeast of Saline. 7 carries, 35 yards.
You run that fake jet sweep to Michael Murray and allow Mac Chambers on that far right guard spot to pull over and absolutely cleaned out the defensive end to allow Friesen for a first down.
Southeast going with pace here. Friesen directly behind Luke Gebhardt in the pistol. Gebhardt wants to throw out to Jake, and Jake is going to be hit right at the hip, and he's going to lose a couple of yards, and it'll be second down and 12 coming up.
And kind of a tough play right there. They've ran that a few times and unable. That one's just kind of, you got to get it out there, and Jake's got to be able to make a play as the far side other receiver in motion. Michael Murray able to get the block.
Yeah, that was a play. They ran a lot to Chase Pogue. The thing about Chase is defenders would come to him with their blinkers on. Their hazard lights are on because they were very cautious about what Chase Pogue might do to them. There's another pass out to the left-hand side. It's incomplete.
Yeah, pass a little low for Landon Allen right there. Bring up third and about 12 yards here.
Last year, Luke Gebhardt threw at a very high completion percentage. Do you remember what his completion percentage was?
I'm going to say about 70%.
First half, he was 14 out of 20, 70%. Even with the 2 interceptions.
Right.
So, right on pace again. 2 receivers to the left-hand side. They're going to keep Landon Allen in tight for a 3rd down and 12. Luke Gebhardt under pressure. He's going to try to strong-arm one, and he does as Jake Gebhardt comes back, and he is right at the first down sticks. If anything, I would say he's probably about a half a football short, but still a very, very strong-armed throw off the back foot for Luke Gebhardt. Those are the type of throws that get you a scholarship at the next level.
Yeah, he not only off his back foot, but I don't even know if he was able to put anything on that throw with his feet. That was all arm strength by Luke Gebhardt right there as he was being chased and falling backwards. A great job to bring up 4th and manageable.
4th and inches at the midfield stripe. If they touch the 50, they'll convert. Here's an inside pitch to Michael Murray. Murray knows what he has to do. He puts his head down, gets into traffic, honks the horn a couple of times, and move the chains. Boy, that was a trickeration play with everything flowing to the right for Southeast. Little inside pitch there to Michael Murray, hit him right in the number.
Yeah, Michael Murray coming up a little as he goes down now, wondering if maybe a cramp as he's grabbing his toe. We need to get the pickle juice out there.
More pickle juice, according to Coach Gebhardt. That goes for a completion, 4 yards and a 1st down, and they will try to stretch Michael Murray out here, and there's more Trojans that need to be stretched as well. Coach Gebhardt even getting in on the action and trying to stretch things out. We're going to take a break. Let's take a 30-second timeout here. We'll be back with more Trojan football. Southeast with the 1st down at midfield when we come back.
At home or on the road, K4 Garage will keep you moving. With over 12 years of mechanic experience, owner Nick Trout will diagnose and repair your engine to keep you in the game. Full-service gas, diesel, or tires. K4 Garage also has a fully stocked convenience store with snacks and drinks. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6, Saturday from 9 until 3. Trust K4 Garage with keeping you on the road. And if it has oil, they can change it at K4 Garage in Gypsum.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit roselawnsalina.com.
Back here at Steve Fritz Field, a couple of checks at the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Some NCKL teams going at it, and a team that is on Southeast of Saline's schedule later this year, the Clay Center Tigers. They're tangling with the Wamego Red Raiders, and a lot of high hopes for Wamego this year, but they lost maybe one of their best players in their quarterback in preseason. It's going to take some time for him to come back, but the Red Raiders right now all over the Tigers from Clay Center 28-6. Also, Marysville and Abilene have tied things up. They are at 7-7 now in the 3rd quarter as Marysville has scored in that game as we take a peek in on the NCKL teams just down the road. Here it's 14-13, stretching out some cramps as typical in early season football games. Of course, 91 degrees here at kickoff. Breeze has been nice, though. That's made things a little bit better. It hasn't been such a standstill humidity type of early September Friday night, but, you know, you and I were talking on the way out, and it's one of those fun type of seasons, and I know Wade Castleman can feel this too. You start out and you're managing heat and hydration and everything that you need to do to keep the kids healthy and feeling good. By the end of the year, when you make a deep run into the playoffs, you're bundling up, you're wearing mittens, you got hand warmers going. I mean, it is basically the polar opposite weather-wise during this fall season.
Yeah, and, you know, you go back to last year, and it was about exactly like this, 90-some degrees at first kick against Minneapolis. And then when we go on the road in the playoff game down to Cheney, we were hoping we were the first ones there, and they gave us the booth instead of going up on the roof. It was that cold. So,
you know, it pays to show up early. I've always been a very big believer in that. Here's 4 wide receivers on a 1st down and 10 for Southeast of Saline. They've split them out 2 on each side. Luke Gebhardt's going to take the high snap about face mask high, and he's going to take it to about the 45-yard line. Let's give a salute so far in this game to Nathan Weller. He is at his first season as a varsity center, and now Luke Gebhardt gets up gimpy as he comes over to the left to the sideline. He is carrying what looks like his left leg. And Daniel Kerr with the helmet on, ready to go. And Gebhardt was the other one that was being stretched out with a cramp, along with Michael Murray. Murray still on the sideline. Luke Gebhardt Trying to walk it off here, but he needs to get probably some fluids in him as he goes right to the cooler to get a beverage. Here's Kerr on a fake. Friesen got laid out, and Daniel Kerr is going to take it right up the gut for a gain of 8.
And if you're going to do the running game like that, you're not going to lose a whole lot. I mean, yeah, Gebhardt does what he does, but Daniel Kerr is the second-string running back as well, so he has got reps at running back as well.
Danny Kerr last year as a backup quarterback averaged 5.5 yards a carry and had 2 touchdowns. 3rd down and 2. Here's Kerr, little ball fake again. He's going to string it to the outside, and he has some space. He's going to take this one to the house. One got to beat to the 25, 20, 10, 5, and brought down inside of the 5-yard line. Daniel Kerr had one guy to beat, and that junior hit the gas pedal with some explosion for Southeast of Saline.
And maybe something that Kerr has that Gebhardt does not is that afterburner speed. We saw Kerr just turn on the jets right there and had one guy that ran him down from behind, but a great job right there by Danny Kerr.
34 yards for Daniel Kerr. 1st down and goal for Southeast. He wants it off the right-hand side, and he is into the end zone. 3 carries, 42 yards, and a touchdown for Daniel Kerr as he takes this Trojan offense down the field and puts 6 on the board with 7:03 left to go, 3rd quarter.
Luke Gebhardt now checking back into the game, and the first one to run out and give Danny Kerr a chest bump was quarterback Luke Gebhardt. Just an outstanding job right there to come in on such short notice. 3 plays, run it down the field, touchdown.
Wow. That's awesome. Gebhardt will take the low snap. He's rolling out to the right. Wants to go to the back of the end zone. 2 receivers there. And it looked like maybe Tucker Thaxton called Jake Gebhardt off as Jake reached his arms in real quick. The ball landed right between the twos of Tucker Thaxton's 22 jersey, and a 2-point conversion for Southeast of Saline has made this a 2-possession game. 22-13 is our score. Southeast of Saline is the first to strike here in the second half. It comes with 7:03 left to go in the 3rd quarter. You're listening and watching on SalinaPost.com to Trojan Football, brought to you by L&L Advisors.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
22-13. Daniel Kerr has struck in this game. 3 carries, 45 yards, and a touchdown for Southeast of Saline. And they break the drought. Southeast hadn't scored since the 3-minute mark of the 1st quarter, and they have now made this a 2-possession game midway through the 3rd quarter. Here's Wyatt Boyd now, high end over end kick. Rock Creek will take it at the 20-yard line. On the return, Brandon Craneville, and he is looking for space, and there is not much there as Craneville is taken down by Nathan Friesen inside of the 30-yard line.
No, I believe that was tackled by number 16, Danny Kerr, right there.
Well, why
Once
not?
again,
Why wouldn't
all
it be?
jacked up after that touchdown run and was the first one down there. Took a great angle and a great tackle right there.
Yeah, Friesen also there, and also Jace Van Amberg there for Southeast of Saline. So Rock Creek will start out their second drive of this 3rd quarter in their own territory at about the 28-yard line. Rock Creek, a disastrous first possession of the second half. Had a quarterback sack in there and then turned around and got another quarterback sack, and that was credited to Southeast of Saline's defense. Here's the inside handoff out of the shotgun to Jaden Winans. He will get a yard and then no more. 8 carries, 35 yards this evening so far for Jaden Winans.
And once again, a great job by Slade Johnson, Trevor Keller, Josiah Monday up front, doing an absolute phenomenal job early in this second half.
These guys are getting better before our eyes, aren't they? Just right here in this game. Second half adjustments, of course, helping. Here is Whitworth wanting to throw, has his favorite receiver over the middle for a first down. That is Ethan Burgess. Burgess will get 8 yards on the play. Excuse me, that'll be a 9 for a first down.
Cameron Whitty right there had a beat on it that he just had a blitz on this near side of the field, and Whitworth got rid of it just in time.
Cameron Whitty, Wyatt Boyd, Mac Chambers, there's a lot of these guys, a handful of these guys last year as youngsters. We began seeing them rotate in on defense. I remember the game in Goodland. They played out of necessity because this team was kind of snake-bitten with injury. And, boy, they are paying it off tonight. And as I say that, Ethan Burgess has one he's going to house. Down the left-hand sideline, he is not going to be caught. You talked about his speed earlier, Russ. He had over 1,000 yards last year, and Rock Creek answers in a hurry. 60 yards, Whitworth to Burgess.
Yeah, when you're catching 60-yard touchdown pass, Burgess just ran right by. I believe that was Wyatt Boyd over there. So just a poor job right there and a great throw by Whitworth. And he dropped it right in the breadbasket of Burgess right there.
Was a beautiful throw. We know now how those two hooked up so much last year. That one and a 60-yard touchdown pass. And that drive, a little over a minute.
Yeah, Mac Lee now on for the extra point. Saw him on the last one, kind of whiffed it a little bit there. Snap placement, kick is up. Oh, and it bounces off of the top of the crossbar and goes over.
So the extra point is good, and Southeast of Saline has been pulled back to within a 2-point lead. 22-20 now our score. And another timeout coming your way as we're in the third quarter. Trojan football right here on KINA.
Suburban Appliance Center is your official dealer for Traeger grills. Check out this 6-in-1 versatile unit that grills, bakes, smokes, roasts, braces, and barbecues. Suburban is your exclusive dealer for the Traeger Timberline series, and they have your Traeger spices too. Suburban Appliance Center, they are locally owned and they offer appliance brands like Amana, KitchenAid, Whirlpool, and of course Maytag. Suburban also offers exceptional service. Suburban Appliance Center, 1900 South 9th.
You are listening to Southeast Trojan football on KINA Sports.
Southeast of Saline with a good start to the third quarter. Shut Rock Creek down, then went and got a touchdown of their own, courtesy of Daniel Kerr. But Rock Creek comes right back, and they get a 60-yard touchdown strike. Biggest play of the game for either squad, as Dalton Whitworth found Ethan Burgess, senior to senior, down the left-hand sideline. The extra point kick was good, and we are at 22-20 with 5:56 left to go here in the third quarter.
Murray still working out the cramps. Looks like he's out there on this kickoff return along with Nathan Friesen.
So that also raises the question of Luke Gebhardt, because he has been fighting cramps, and he has been back deep on kicks. Right now it is Murray and Friesen. Luke with his helmet in his right hand over here, I think, ready to come on. He is conversating right now with Daniel Kerr. Here's a high squib kick, and the official says, nope, somebody was offsides back here. He's going to bring it back.
Yeah, you could just pick a white jersey on that one. I believe about half the team was offside right there.
So they'll push him back, make him do it again. As I said at the onstart of this game, 5 to 10 miles an hour, mostly out of the east in this game, but sure feels like it might be a little more than that.
Yeah, it looks like it's, looking at the flag, it might be dying down just a little bit, but definitely it felt like more than that at the end of the first half when I was down on the field.
Of course, we will have days it'll be 50 miles an hour. There's no doubt about that. But really a perfect night for football with these two aerial attacks and the way they love to throw the football. You don't see that very often in the smaller class of schools, but these two teams are very, very capable of air raid attacks.
You can put up points in a hurry if need be.
Mac Lee is going to re-tee this one back at the 35. Murray, Friesen. Again, back deep, and just as we're bragging about the wind dying down, the football falls off the tee. Just got to frame it back up here. Lee's kick, high end over end, right in the middle of the field. Cameron Whitty will take it at the 40. Looking for some space. He's going to be spun down at the 45-yard line where Southeast of Saline will come out with their second drive of the second half. Southeast leading 22-20. Luke Gebhardt will bring his offense back out onto the field here. That last drive for Luke, 3 out of 4 passing the football. He's 17 out of 24 so far this evening. Also has a rushing touchdown. First down and 10, Trojans at their own 45-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the right-hand side. Luke turned to give it to Friesen. Friesen went to the other side. Luke looking for his buddy to see where he went and then went, uh-oh, I better do something. Ends up getting 9 yards. That's not bad for a blown play.
Yeah, busted play right there. Didn't quite give him 9. They were going to spot him about 7 yards maybe. But a great job right there. Sometimes the busted plays work the best. Confuses the defense just as much as the offense.
Second down and 2. Here's the inside give for a first down just inside of the 45-yard line. That is going to be Michael Murray on the carry.
Now Michael Murray looks like maybe he's trotting, maybe just on this side of the field, but yeah, he's coming back off. It looks like he's cramping again on his right leg.
Football just inside of the 45-yard line where it's first down and 10 for Southeast. Friesen goes on the right side of Gebhardt this time. He breaks a tackle, second level. Friesen's got some wheels. He breaks another tackle to 20, 15, 10, looking for the pylon. He's going to have a touchdown. Southeast of Saline displaying the turbo button. They are hitting the nitrous, and they are outrunning this Rock Creek defense to the end zone. That is another long play for the Trojans, and it comes from 44 yards away. It goes to Nathan Friesen.
Yeah, an excellent job right there by Nathan Friesen to read the blocks up front, get through the second level. Notice the wide receivers had a great block on the far side. Plant your right foot and just outrun everybody else to the corner of the end zone.
44 yards. Friesen has his first touchdown of the year. And now Southeast of Saline will go for 2, trying to extend this 8-point lead. Luke Gebhardt is in trouble. Now he's going to reverse field, go back to the middle, looking for the goal line, and he gets it. Luke Gebhardt looked like he was on a stretch play all the way to the left, all of a sudden turned around, about face, went back to the left hash, and was able to reach in and break a tackle right at the point of attack. 30-20 now, our score. Southeast of Saline is up by 10, 4:53 left to go. The scoring is on here in Gypsum on KINA.
Gabe with Sage Products in Salina, offering industrial strength products that get the job done right. We are featuring hospital grade disinfectant sprays, wipes, and hand sanitizers to keep you safe this time of year. We carry toilet paper with a large assortment of hand towels. Check out our private line of colorful products like Mom's Streak-Free Glass Cleaner or our friendly Amazing Green Bowl Cleaner. Go online to sageselects.com, visit our 9th Street location in Salina, or call 309-1919.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline football on KINA.
It's been an eventful third quarter and a really, really entertaining football game, especially for week number 1 of the season. Follow K-Preps. Of course, we have the K-Preps radio show. It starts at 6 o'clock every Friday night here on KINA. They had a very interesting article. I shared it on social media about power index, rating teams, how good the teams are, rivalries, things of that nature. And they said over history, recent history, and how they've been doing that, this very well could be the best week number 1 of high school football ever. There's just so many of that. This is one of those matchups. Southeast of Saline leads it by 10. They will put the ball in the air as Wyatt Boyd uncorks one back to the 10-yard line. And the running approach by Rock Creek is not working. Brandon Craneville has came to his approach several times, galloping like a gazelle and not necessarily moving like one. And the Southeast of Saline coverage team has made him pay for it. Josiah Monday in on that tackle.
And that's a name we've said a lot here in the not only the second half, but the end of the first half. Josiah Monday having himself an absolute phenomenal game tonight.
Got the started nose tackle. Mitch Gebhardt told me that when I talked to him late this afternoon. And Rock Creek will send a cluster of receivers out to the right as they start at their own 20-yard line. Whitworth looking for some space, and he'll be tripped up right around the line of scrimmage. Mac Chambers in there for the Southeast of Saline defense. Yeah, the Isaacson and Mac Chambers coming at you. It's a terrifying deal.
Yeah, and it's taken all 5 of them linemen to stop the 3 defensive linemen from Southeast, so that's given Isaacson and Mac Chambers an ideal free shot at whoever they can get.
Whitworth with just a yard on the play. 11 carries, now 20 yards on the night. Ball sitting at the 19-yard line. 2nd down and 9. 3 receivers make it 4 now on the left-hand side. They want to go single coverage again to Burgess, and Burgess that time might have heard footsteps as he was crossing over the middle of the field, and Luke Gebhardt was in his area, and Burgess had it go off of his hands, incomplete.
Yeah, and as a safety, Luke read that exactly how you're supposed to, because I think Burgess was hearing footsteps just kind of like what happened to Murray in the first quarter.
3rd down and 9. See if the Southeast of Saline defense can get off the field here. This Rock Creek offense, so impressive, though. The Mustangs can really air it out. Whitworth back to throw. His running back leaves the backfield. Whitworth gets hit. Now he gets away, and he's dropped from behind. Coming in, making the tackle once again for Southeast of Saline is your guy, Russ. It's Josiah Monday. He has another quarterback sack. That is a total now of 4 quarterback sacks for Southeast of Saline's defense.
Yeah, and that offensive line was defensive line, was stalled up right there, but that's why you never give up on a play. Josiah Monday may have missed the first tackle, never gave up, and chased him down from behind. A great job to force Rock Creek deep in their own territory to punt.
4th down and 15. That was a loss of 5 on the sack for Josiah Monday. Here's the snap back for a punt, and this punt's going to die in the air. It's does hit a Rock Creek player, and that's going to be down at about the 43-yard line as it hit the Rock Creek player in the hip. I don't know that the official saw it as he's back here now at the 47.
Yeah, he pointed.
Okay.
The beanbag came out.
His buddy working there, and they get working as a team. Good to see that. So Southeast of Saline's defense does the job once again. They get off the field, and now the offense back out there with a short field.
And let's go back to that after that touchdown, the kickoff by Wyatt Boyd from Southeast. Mm-hmm. That's the first time they've kicked it deep. Mm-hmm. Pinned them deep in their own territory and forced them to kick about their own 5-yard line. Maybe something changed here, and maybe now Southeast will try to pin them deep in their own territory.
Southeast is 2 for 2 on their drives for touchdowns here in this 3rd quarter. Here's a flag on the play. Nathan Friesen had the football. He had a gain of 2 yards, and the back judge all the way back in Salina threw that flag in the middle of the field.
So the line of scrimmage is at about the 46?
Yeah, he was standing about the 15.
Yeah, the flag is laying on the 20-yard line. Illegal substitution on the defense.
So that'll be free yards for Southeast of Saline. It will remain 1st down. Luke Gebhardt comes over, talks to the sideline. Southeast will cash in their 5-yard coupon. It'll be 1st down and 5 at the 38.
Still 2:50 left to go here in this 3rd quarter.
1st down and 5. Playbook's wide open right now, isn't it? 3 wide receivers on the right-hand side. Gebhardt's going to take the high snap. He'll be coming through into the 2nd level and dropped at the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 and a 1st down for the Trojans.
And this maybe was a question mark for you and I coming into this, was maybe the offensive line, defensive line. Not only is the defensive line standing up as Luke Gebhardt's cramping up again, Danny Kerr coming in, but this offensive line is playing phenomenal right now. It's stalemating and winning the line of scrimmage.
If you're Rock Creek, don't you have to be communicating right now that there's a new quarterback after what Daniel Kerr did to you his first time in? Here's the fake to Friesen. Kerr looking for a crease. He's going to be spun down after about a 5-yard gain. He sniffed the 25-yard line on that carry.
It doesn't matter right now who's carrying the ball, whether it's Friesen, Gebhardt, Kerr. They're getting 4 or 5 yards before contact's even made. Murray back in the game now, still trying to work out that cramp.
Daniel Kerr put the football just shy of that 25-yard line. We'll call it the 26. Clock continues to run down. We're within 2 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Southeast trying to add to their 10-point lead. Here's Friesen. Little counter play. Nate Friesen flirts with the 20-yard line. I think he might have a 1st down here as they're walking in. He is right on the stripe. And if not, it'll be 3rd and inches.
Yeah, once again, another 4-yard gain before contact was made, and a great job right there. Carried out the fake on that allowed that defense. It kind of froze the defensive end right there to kind of, I don't know which one to go with, and Friesen was able to get by.
3rd down and a half a yard here for Southeast of Saline, as they have flexed their muscle in the running game here in the second half thus far. Need to pick one up here. Low snap. Kerr, though, digs it out, and he gets it to Friesen, and Nathan will get the first down and move the chains here for Southeast of Saline. Gain of 1, that's all he needed on the play. 10 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown for Nathan Friesen.
Yeah, and that's great numbers for his first game at running back. Obviously, Rodriguez getting all the carries last year, but Friesen stepping in and showing out against a really good Rock Creek team.
Remember you and I watching a JV game last year in Abilene. Nathan Friesen made the sidelines home as he was running for touchdowns all day down those sidelines over on the turf in Abilene. Here is Daniel Kerr dragging a couple of Rock Creek tacklers inside the 15-yard line to the 14. 6 yards on that play.
And it looks like Coach Gebhardt's going to take this one on into the fourth quarter.
30-20 is our score. Still about 20 seconds left on the clock, but we are going to go to the fourth quarter. Southeast of Saline leads Rock Creek by 10. You're listening and watching on Salina Post. Southeast of Saline leads at 30-20, and it's presented by L&L Advisors.
Prairie Land Partners has made it easy for you to shop online. Choose your equipment, pick attachments, and even apply for financing, all at jdbuyonline.com. Whether you're looking for a John Deere riding lawnmower, compact utility tractor, utility vehicle, or compact construction equipment, Prairie Land Partners has what you need to get the job done. Get started shopping today at jdbuyonline.com.
Delivering the right solution. Prairie Land Partners.
Back to school.
Hi, it's Sarah.
And Addison.
Back to school has arrived, and that means getting back into a regular routine of school events, parent-teacher conferences, homework, and more time inside. Merry Maids can help you get the house ready for a busy back-to-school season. Whether you want a heavy cleaning or just a touch-up, Merry Maids completes the service you want on your time schedule. Call Merry Maids in Salina and Abilene to schedule your house cleaning today.
Merry Maids, relax. It's done.
Find Merry Maids on Facebook or at merrymaids.com.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
16 points for Southeast of Saline in the third quarter, and they will take a 10-point lead, 30-20, into the fourth quarter. Everybody's still huddled up here. I think the officials are giving these guys extra time to get some water in them and kind of talk about what's going on here in the fourth quarter of play. And boy, Russ, again, we're thinking everything is going to get aired out tonight, but Southeast of Saline really came out and made a statement on the ground in that third.
Yeah, and I think it got started there by, kind of sparked it by Danny Kerr in that long run, and ever since then it's been 5+ yards every carry. I don't want to take anything away from Nathan Friesen. He has had an absolute game at tailback.
First varsity start for Nathan Friesen. And again, these are those guys that were getting, patch time here and there, whether it was because of injury or because the game was out of hand or whatever it may be, that are really excelling right now. Here's Daniel Kerr, a little keeper up the middle, spin move in the second level, reaching towards the goal line, and a touchdown. Nathan Friesen just put the Rock Creek defense in the spin cycle as he got to the linebacker level and was able to reach out for a touchdown.
I believe that was a Daniel Kerr,
excuse me, yes.
Yeah, just a great lead block by Friesen right there. And if you're Southeast of Saline right now, you went from a two-headed monster at wide receiver last year to now you got really a three-headed monster that can run the ball between Kerr, Gebhardt, and Friesen. A great drive once again by Southeast.
I bit the ball fake again, didn't I? Here's a rollout. Gebhardt, right-hand side, goes back to the middle of the field, finds Jake. Luke to Jake Gebhardt, another 2-point conversion, and Southeast of Saline has extended their lead 38-20 with 11:53 left to go as we start the fourth quarter. We'll step away. More Trojan football after this on KINA.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and their second location in the Central Mall in Salina, and a new location in McPherson, based on honesty and trust. Contact L&L Advisors today.
You are listening to Southeast Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
My apologies to Daniel Kerr. A 15-yard touchdown run for Daniel. His second touchdown run of the game. He has also posted in this game thus far 6 carries for 71 yards. And he has come on and really made a difference in this game. Luke to Jake Gebhardt on the 2-point conversion. 38-20 now our score. Still a long ways to go. Here's the kickoff for Southeast of Saline. And Rock Creek unable to return this at the 25.
And once again, a kickoff that looked like it was going to go out of bounds and fielded, and he lost his footing, and he realized he was about 4 inches away from the sideline. So give it to Wyatt Boyd, knowing that if they're going to try to field it, I'll keep kicking it there. Now see if Southeast defense can once again come up with a stand.
Defense has played pretty well here in this game outside of that one big explosive 60-yard touchdown pass. Whitworth to Burgess. Here's a fumble, ball on the ground. They're going to pick it up, though, as Rock Creek able to save face on that one. Jaden Winans able to pick that up off a single bounce and keep the football and actually get a gain of the play of 2 yards.
Yeah, very fortunate right there. That ball took a bounce directly right back up into his arms. And once again, the 3 defensive linemen able to clog the line of scrimmage.
Slade Johnson in there on the tackle for Southeast of Saline. Boy, Slade's a good-looking guy out here on the side, isn't he? He looks like a D-end. Down in a 4-point stance. Here's the fake, Whitworth. Goes it to a wide receiver coming back across the green. That's Yancey Spiller. And Spiller is taken down at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Good pursuit by that Trojan defense.
Yeah, well, great job right there. And both middle linebackers able to flow over. Now Landon Allen hobbling off, putting no pressure on that left leg.
That might be one of the most athletic runs I've ever seen. I mean, that is one-legged run all the way across the field with a cramp.
It looked like Jace Van Amberg now checking in for Landon Allen.
Jace a pretty key part of this defense as far as rotation goes last year. He knows what he's doing in there, and he is not the biggest of guys, but, boy, he sticks his nose in there. So don't expect a big fall-off here as Southeast of Saline begins rotating some fresh guys. Jace Van Amberg's been a big part of this game, too, as well.
Oh,
boy, again, the whole Rock Creek offense takes off. But the ball is not snapped. There's some communication problems there between center and everybody else.
Is that one of them Ed Hockley's false start on everybody but the center?
So 5 yards backwards here for the Mustangs. They'll go from the 27 back to the 22. It's got to be frustrating, even though it's first game of the season, because this is an offense that pretty much has everybody back. You don't expect that out of your returners.
Yeah.
3 wide receivers, left-hand side, 2 to the right as they empty the backfield and go a total of 5. Whitworth guns it to the right-hand side. There's Yancey Spiller. He is open, and he has the first down, it appears, on the far sideline.
Well, I don't know. It did. They're marking it short where the stick was. So now that they've already moved the chains, I'm not sure if they'll, because that was 3rd down. So it'd still be 4th down if they came up short.
Not sure what they're planning on doing here. Fourth and inches.
Yeah, a lot going on that play right there, but I think Jake over there on the far side just didn't want to get burnt on that, kind of gave up some room, which is okay because they've already been burnt deep once. So looks like they almost got the sticks on top of each other there. Yeah, it's literally going to be 4th and inches.
14-yard gain 4th and a football here for Rock Creek. 3 wide receivers in a triangle out to the left-hand side. The give will go inside, and it will be a big spin move, and still on his feet, getting more yardage from that backfield is Jaden Winans. Winans will take it all the way down to the 44-yard line in southeast of Saline territory. That is a gain of 20 yards.
Yeah, and all you need was the length of the football, and you get 20 yards out of it. So a great job right there by Rock Creek winning that line of scrimmage on that play.
Mustangs at the southeast of Saline, 44-yard line. First down and 10. High snap. Whitworth gets it down. Goes back to his tailback, Winans. Winans still knifing through the southeast defense. Makes a couple of Trojans pay as he's looking for contact and gets about 12.
And Winans looks good at that running back spot. He runs hard. His legs always churning. Doesn't shy away from contact, kind of looking for contact, and a great job running through it.
12 yards on that carry. 11 carries now, 69 yards for Jaden Winans. First down and 10. 3 receivers again, left-hand side. Whitworth back to pass. Bounces around, steps up in the pocket, lets one fly to the end zone, and he has a receiver, and it's caught in the end zone. Getting loose once again was Ethan Burgess. This goes for 44 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, and
33, sorry.
And Whitworth had all kinds of time right there. The offensive line was able to bury the defensive front for Southeast, and he was able to stay on his toes, kind of move up in the pocket, and a great toss out there to Burgess.
133 yards now for Burgess. He has 2 touchdowns here in this second half.
And it looks like they're going to stay on and go for 2 here. Is now kind of in the pistol formation almost. As now he goes under center.
Has an I formation behind him with an extra offensive lineman. Whitworth's going to turn, give it to his tailback coming through. That's Maddox Ibarra, and he is arrested behind the line of scrimmage, and no conversion there. So Rock Creek gets 6, but they come away with no conversion, and with 9:56 left to go in the fourth quarter, 38-26, Southeast of Saline leads it right here on KINA.
It's third down and 8 for the Trojans. They really need to make the right call here.
During the football game, it's crucial to make the right call. And in real estate, one call can bring a positive outcome from your real estate experience. Whether you're looking for real property, upsizing to make room for the family, downsizing, or acquiring investment property, call Winnell Garrettson at SalinaHomes.com.
What a call! Touchdown, Trojans!
Buy or sell, call Winnell.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline football on KINA.
3 touchdowns in the air, 1 touchdown on the ground for Dalton Whitworth, the senior quarterback for the Rock Creek Mustangs. He now has his Mustangs back within 12, 38-26 after Southeast of Saline went back-to-back touchdowns from Nate Friesen and Daniel Kerr to establish a 38-20 lead. What kind of looks like a early season MASH unit on these sidelines, doesn't it? Guys getting tape, guys getting stretched out, guys getting Gatorade water or whatever else, and it is. This has been a kind of a welcome game for week number 1, doesn't it? I mean, so many times Southeast of Saline is kind of just worried about them and brushing up on things for a run later, and this has been an exciting week number 1.
Yeah, and when you got a team like Rock Creek coming in as good as they are, as deep as a run that they made into the playoffs last year, bringing almost everybody back, you knew it was going to be a good game.
Here's a squib kick. The tee, I think, went further than the football, and that ball is going to be taken in, collected just short of the 45-yard line for Southeast of Saline.
Had Trayton Olson right there calling a fair catch, and a great job right there knowing that it's going to be short. If I call a fair catch, they can't hit me.
Trayton Olson, if I'm not mistaken, a new Trojan this year. A newcomer to Southeast of Saline. I think he may have been wearing orange and black last year up in Clay Center. Just guessing.
I'll take your word for it.
I'll check on that. First down and 10 for Southeast of Saline. They will start out at their own 44-yard line. Here's the give. Danny Kerr still in there at quarterback. He's going to hand it off to Nathan Friesen, and Friesen will get about 3 yards on first down. 11 carry of the night.
And when your offense really doesn't miss a beat, when you can bring a guy like Danny Kerr in, it was kind of both of them too. He got a lot. He might have got just as much offensive reps as Luke did last year during some of the games, as if they were just blowouts at 50, 60 to nothing.
Yeah, remember Friesen was the third guy on to play quarterback. So all those guys have experience in the backfield. Here's Friesen again. He's going to tumble his way up to the midfield stripe at the 50-yard line. That'll bring up now third down and about 4.
Luke standing here on the sideline ready to go, standing by both coaches waiting to go back in the game, and they're going to kind of brush him off and say we're going to ride with Kerr right now.
Third down and 4, ball sitting directly on the chalk at the 50-yard line. Southeast of Saline with 4 wide receivers. They're split 2 by 2. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Friesen in the backfield along with Daniel Kerr. Here's the fake to Friesen. Kerr is going to keep it, and he'll be thrown ahead across the 50 for about a yard, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I think right here, Southeast is obviously probably going to keep the offense on the field. I don't know, maybe with a 12-point lead. Just ticking under 8 minutes to go. It looks like they might bring in the punting unit for the first time tonight.
Luke Gebhardt is the punter. He has not been playing quarterback because of the cramps that we've seen him battle, but he will be out there to play punter here on this play. And you have the ever so dangerous Ethan Burgess back for the Mustangs. He is standing on his own 20-yard line. Gebhardt takes the play clock all the way down to 1. Gets the snap from Mac Chambers. And a good punt here for Luke Gebhardt. Let's see what the bounce does. It's going to go backwards just a little bit against the grain for Southeast of Saline, but Jace Van Amberg there to down it at about the 27-yard line. So Rock Creek will come out here. Good stop there on defense. With 7:32 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, now you need Southeast defense to stand up here and hold them out, because you're down to a 2-score game when you had it 38-20, sitting there kind of with a 3-score lead, comfortable. Now you need the defense once again to stand up and make one more stop.
First down and 10 for the Mustangs at their own 27-yard line. 4 wide receivers to the short side of the field. That usually means they're clearing it out for Burgess, and they do. Over the shoulder, looking back into the lights, he drops the football, and Jake Gebhardt goes down with a cramp in his left calf again. Boy, I have a feeling there's going to be like a pickle buffet going on tonight at the Gebhardt house.
Yeah, he's still, and now he's waving off, and looks like Coach Gebhardt's going to call a timeout.
They will, and we will take it as well. 7:25 left to go. Southeast of Saline leads Rock Creek 38-26. We're in the fourth quarter with about 7.5 minutes left. Southeast of Saline football brought to you by L&L Advisors.
Salina Septic Services provides septic services including septic tank installation, inspection, and repair. In addition to professional septic tank services, we also provide portable restroom rentals. We have many options available, including his and hers portable restrooms and hand washing sinks. Setup, service, and removal are all part of our rentals. Whether you project a long-term construction job or a family gathering, we guarantee a clean porta potty. Find us today at SalinaSepticService.com, proudly supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Back here at Steve Fritz Field on the campus of Southeast of Saline High School. 7:25 left to play here in this game. Rock Creek trailing by 12, but they have the football. 4 wide receivers on the left-hand side. Whitworth dancing around in the pocket, dodging some bullets. Now he's going to take off and leave, and he's going to slide down to a stop at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 and bring up third down for Rock Creek Mustangs. So third down and about 2 coming up here. 13 carries, 23 yards for quarterback Dalton Whitworth tonight. Stacked receivers on top of each other on each side. Here's the delayed handoff. Jaden Winans. Winans breaks through, gets across the 40, now to the 42-yard line, and then he's brought down there after a gain of about 7. That'll be a first down for the Mustangs.
And a great first sidestep right there by the running back to get that, as now it looks like he's going to check himself out of the game.
The number 2 running back behind Winans is Maddox Ibarra. We've seen him just get 1 carry tonight, and that was on a 2-point conversion attempt. From the 42. Whitworth back to pass, steps up around the rush, now rolls out to the right-hand side. Has a guy. It is Ibarra into the second level and taken down at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 18, and Rock Creek continues to march on as they are now on southeast of Saline's side of the field.
And that was a great job by Ibarra right there, just to get right behind the linebacker, Mac Chambers, and kind of run by him, and a great throw by Whitworth.
First down and 10 for the Mustangs at the 40-yard line in southeast of Saline's side of the field. Empty backfield again, 5 wide receivers. Whitworth back to pass. Looking, now he has to get out of the pocket. He's going to be hit from behind and dropped. Another quarterback sack for southeast of Saline, and catching Dalton Whitworth from behind for the Trojans was Cameron Whitty.
Yeah, Cameron Whitty ran a long way from the far side of the field to run him down and never gave up on that play and was able to run down Whitworth.
5th quarterback sack for southeast of Saline in this game. 4 of those have come here in the second half, and Rock Creek takes 3 yards backwards. Second down and 13. Whitworth rolling out to the right, being chased again. Trevor Keller all over him, but he's going to unleash this pass and make a completion just about the 33-yard line, where it's going to be a chance for a conversion.
Yeah, and I'm not sure who. Really, everybody had pressure there on the right side as Whitworth rolled out, but one of the defensive linemen, I think, for Southeast got completely turned around after the front of his jersey about got ripped off.
Third down and 4. Ball sitting right now at the 34-yard line. Rock Creek will stack a lot of receivers on the right-hand side. They just have one single to the left. Here is a blitz. Josiah Monday somehow got through there, almost beat the snap to the quarterback, Whitworth, and disrupted that play. Where did Josiah Monday come from?
So he lined up, and they've been doing this shift right before the snap, and he timed that shift perfect right there. One swim move over the top and almost caught the snap back to Whitworth.
Josiah Monday's having a night. Goodness gracious. And that'll put Rock Creek now in decision time with a 4th down coming up. It's 4th down and 4. Ball sitting on the 34-yard line. They need to get to the 30 to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to try to put maybe more time back on the clock or what's going on right now.
Lead official coming over, referee talking to Mitch Gebhardt. Gebhardt trying to communicate with the box, and he does so in brief fashion. Now a courier, a messenger pigeon, if you will. So they try to get the clock reset.
I could put about 18 seconds back on the clock.
4th down and 4. Rock Creek needs this one to keep the drive alive. They line up in the pistol formation. They have 3 wide receivers stacked over to the left-hand side. That'll mean Ethan Burgess is one-on-one on the right-hand side by himself.
Ethan Burgess is over here in the trips.
Okay, thank you. Winans comes out of the backfield, and it's going to be nearly picked off. Wyatt Boyd made a play on that ball. Also in on coverage, Cameron Whitty. Those two tag-teamed that play and was almost able to get an interception, but it doesn't matter. The Southeast of Saline defense turns Rock Creek's offense off the field on downs.
Yeah, and it looked like right there Wyatt Boyd could have been the intended wide receiver as he made a great break on the ball, and I think hit him in both hands, so maybe if you would have just touched it with one and would have able to corral it in, but a great stand right there by the Southeast defense.
Dalton Whitworth was looking for Jaden Winans out of the backfield, and Cameron Whitty was the one that picked him up and made him unavailable, forcing the throw over the top of the running back where Wyatt Boyd nearly came up with it. Now the Southeast of Saline offense is back out onto the field. It is 1st down and 10, and they have a 12-point lead with 4:34 left to play. Gebhardt. That is Luke Gebhardt back out there now. He takes the snap, hands it off. Nathan Friesen right up the middle. Gets it to the 39-yard line. Gain of 5. Going to be grind out time now, Russ. This Southeast offense is going to be doing a lot of standing and watching those play clocks on each end of the field. Gebhardt with a long count. No intentions, though, of snapping the football. Still 15 seconds left on the play clock. Now he's going to call the play. Clock down to 8. He'll take the snap with 5. Back to Friesen. He'll take it off right tackle across the 45-yard line to the 46. Gain of 7 for Nathan Friesen, and he has cracked unofficially now 100 yards. 14 carries, 102 yards.
Yeah, and that was a great block by Caden Isaacson to kick out to give Friesen enough room to get the first down.
Let's give another salute to that offensive line. This is a group of 5 new guys that are playing really, really well in this game. Wade Rutherford on that left tackle spot has done extremely well in this game. 1st down and 10. Pistol formation once again for Southeast. Back to Friesen. Friesen's going to skip around one tackle and then plunge ahead. Just short of the 50-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3.5.
And I think at this point, if you're Southeast, you have to ride the legs of number 3 right here and just let him carry this game out.
Southeast of Saline has thrown 4 passes in the second half. They have taken the air out of what everybody thought would be an air show. Just short of the 50. 2nd down and 7. Friesen back directly behind Gebhardt. Play clock down to 7. They snap the ball. Back to Nathan Friesen. He'll come across the line of scrimmage and get 2 more. Now he is into Rock Creek territory at the 48.
It'll be about right around 2 minutes left in this ball game when Southeast has to snap this football. So, there's still time left, but if Southeast can grind this one out, then it'll be a great win to open the year.
Rock Creek has some decisions to make here. They do have 3 timeouts remaining. 3rd down and 6. They're leaning on their defense to get a stop here. Friesen, left hip now of Gebhardt. Luke fakes it to him. Now he's going to take it. Luke Gebhardt has some space. Now he's off to the races. Into the second level, inside the 40, inside the 30, tripped down inside the 25 at about the 21-yard line. On a 3rd down and 4, Luke Gebhardt breaks off 27 yards.
And that might have just made the decision that you were just talking about that Rock Creek was going to have. Still got timeouts left, but at this point now, this is going to click down to close to about 1 minute and 15 seconds before Southeast has to snap the football.
Luke Gebhardt now unofficially 2 yards shy of 100.
If you would have told me coming into this game that you would almost have 2 guys rushing the football over 100 yards, I'd have called you crazy.
38-26. Southeast just clock watching right now. Clock all the way down to 1:22. The play clock still has 30 left. You can take this all the way inside of a minute.
No, I think the play clock was running down, and I don't know if it got reset or not is what we're discussing right now.
Okay. Play clock and game clock has stopped as everybody's kind of waiting on the officiating crew to tell us what's going to happen here. This is a big game for Southeast of Saline. With everything going on, being ranked, they're still in 3A, Southeast of Saline to 2A, and all the things going on. These 2 teams were 2 of the top 8 teams remaining last year in the Class 3A playoff bracket. We mentioned it in pregame. Rock Creek lost to Frontenac, who went to the state championship and lost to Andale. Of course, Southeast lost to Andale, the eventual state champion. But it's also a big game in the scope of the season because Southeast of Saline will now go away from Steve Fritz Field for 3 consecutive games. Next week, they will be at Beloit. 2 weeks from now, they will be at Minneapolis. 3 weeks from today, they will be at Halstead. So this is a big game on their home field for the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
And we talked about the deep run that Rock Creek made last year. And now, game number 2, you go to Beloit, who made also a deep run that played in the state title game in Class 2A.
And Rock Creek will take a timeout here. We will step away as well. Hopefully they can figure out what's going on with the timepieces. 1:42 left to go in this one. Southeast of Saline with the football. It's first down. They lead it by 12 here on KINA.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship, and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee, as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available if needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
You are listening to Southeast Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Back here at Southeast of Saline, Trojans leading it 38-26. They got off to a big start in this game, led by 2 touchdowns, and then it was a 1-point game at halftime. Rock Creek started the half in the third quarter with the football, but couldn't do anything with it. And the Mustangs have got as close as 1 point, then they got within 2 points, but they have never been able to tie or take the lead in this game.
We'll have an update from the Bennington Bank scoreboard show after this play.
First down and 10. Southeast of Saline still out there on offense. They've switched some guys in and out, but still the plan is the same, and that's to run this clock out with Nathan Friesen. He will take it off the right-hand side and ended up here at the 20-yard line after a gain of 5. Another Rock Creek timeout.
No, we got a holding.
Oh, okay.
Right there on the play. Update from the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Abilene beats Marysville 14-7 for their first win since October 19th of 2018.
Wow. Sure, everybody knows the Cowboys have a beautiful stadium. They just needed a team to go with it, and that's big. They get a win over the Bulldogs 14-7 in that stadium tonight. We'll have some scores for you in the game, as that's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers. We'll check the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. We will also give you all the stats from this contest. We'll have a conversation with head coach Mitch Gebhardt. That is all coming up post-game, so don't go anywhere when we get done with that. Then, of course, tonight, 10 until 11 o'clock, we will have the Kansas High School Football Scoreboard Show, scores and game wraps from across the state of Kansas. That's brought to you by Saline Surgical Hospital and also Home Automotive Centers in Salina and Abilene. Southeast of Saline now with a 1st and 10, ball on the 25. Here is Friesen protecting that football with 2 hands, and he will take it to the 27-yard line. Gain of about 5.
And this will go under a minute before Southeast has to snap the ball. As Friesen now checking out on the sideline.
He comes off limping a little bit.
Took kind of a hard shot right there, and that tackle right in both legs. So
Nathan Friesen, his first start at tailback on the varsity level for Southeast of Saline, unofficially 18 carries, 118 yards. Had a touchdown in there as well. Second down and 14 as we go inside of a minute. Here's Luke Gebhardt with the fake. Now he's going to peel off to the left-hand side, and another flag on the play. Mac Chambers with his hands in the air as he was tangled up with Yancey Spiller for the Mustangs. Gebhardt got about 7 on that carry, but we need to check the flag. If you're aware of the purple, you got to be happy about this game. I know the penalties at the end aren't ideal, but for first game of the season, played pretty clean. I know there was a couple of interceptions in there, but really there was nothing too bad about between these two teams. And for Southeast of Saline, the biggest question was replacing those linemen, right? 5 senior offensive linemen, a good portion of seniors on that defensive line from a year ago. That these guys came together at halftime and played the second half.
Yeah, it was a game. First half and the second half, and you talked about the 8 new linemen, the 5 on the offensive side of the ball, and the 3 on the defensive side of the ball. Just played an absolute phenomenal second half.
Well, and it was more than that, too, Russ, because we've seen guys rotate in and play line. Brenton Heller's out there right now at right tackle, and he's played a lot tonight, rotating in for this Southeast offensive line. Here's Daniel Kerr, who's back out there. He will get to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Rock Creek will call a timeout. That will leave them with 1 remaining. We'll take a break, 30 seconds, and then back with more Trojan football at 33 seconds left to play.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses acquire relief loans to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
And as we hear during the break from our friends at Bennington State Bank, your trusted local hometown bank, let's take a check of the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. I have what may be an eyebrow raiser for you when we look at the North Central Activities Association. Beloit goes to Ellsworth tonight, and the Bearcats beat Beloit 14-6. Beloit, one of the top-ranked teams in the top 5 in Class 2A, went to the state title game last year in Class 2A. Ellsworth, we knew that team was young last year. They had a lot of sophomores. And the Bearcats defend their home field. They beat the Beloit Trojans 14-6.
I'm kind of just standing down here looking back up at you like I can't believe what you just said. So, it's Southeast going there next week. So Beloit will obviously be ready after taking what I would call a shocking loss to the Ellsworth Bearcats.
I think that's from the department of who saw that coming, right? I mean, it's that's very interesting. Shotgun snap back to Luke Gebhardt. He wants to throw it. Little screen play out here to Landon Allen, who will take it for a gain of 5. That'll bring up 4th down. Landon Allen tonight, 4 catches, 21 yards. 4 catches. 3 of those were in the first half.
I think we're going to have another timeout here by Rock Creek. Mind you, this drive started, and there was 6 minutes left on the clock when Southeast started this drive.
Here is another score on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. The Heston Swathers tonight beat the Hoisington Cardinals. Again, this is one of those matchups. We don't see these a lot in week number 1, but the Cardinals and the Swathers, they are both players in the postseason. It seems like year in and year out. Heston wins tonight 21-14 over the Hoisington Cardinals. That game was in Heston. Always interesting, week number 1, to see kind of what is going to happen, where teams are going to lay. Of course, Abilene getting a big win, 14-7 over Marysville. Nemaha Central, who is one of the really, really good small class teams this year, they beat Holton tonight, who is always a perennial power, 35-28. Wichita Collegiate over Rose Hill, 28-6.
And you talked about it, Devin. This may have been one of the most stacked week 1s in high school football that maybe I've ever seen or been around.
In some of these games here in the area that we were watching, too, most of them were close. Here's another one. Concordia beats Chapman tonight, 26-20 in an NCKL game. Southeast of Saline looking at I think it's 4th and 10 here.
It's 4th and about 20.
Yeah, sorry, 4th and 20. Gebhardt with an empty backfield. He's just going to take it right up the middle. 5 yards, 10 yards. Gets about 14 yards on that play.
Got a flag on the field.
And a flag on the field.
Might be holding once again.
There is a flag down, and the call is holding Southeast.
Southeast of Saline tonight, we talked about the difference between air and ground. I talked to Chance Potocik a little bit before the game, and I asked him, I was like, what are your thoughts here? And he just said, you know what? He said, I think the run game is important to us. So it gives us a chance to show that we're more physical, which we hear a lot from Southeast of Saline's coaching staff. So I'm curious the adjustments at halftime and maybe the switch of focus to the ground game, because we're sitting here with 3 guys wearing purple. We almost had a trifecta with 100 yards each. There's a pass from Dalton Whitworth out to the 45-yard line. He was able to find Logan Sturdy. That was a gain of 20. Whitworth back to pass again. And he is going to pass it to Yancey Spiller for a gain of 13.
And that's it.
And that'll be the final buzzer. Final score here at Southeast of Saline, 38-26 is our score. When we come back, we'll have comments from Coach Gebhardt. We'll have final stats of this game, and we will put a cap on it. Postgame begins now. It's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers. Whether you're on your way home or on your way to the next Trojan outing, want to make sure your tires are inflated and good to go for the road. Commercial Tire Centers will do that for you. They have 2 locations in Salina. 38-26, Trojans win it here on KINA. Postgame begins now.
Can damage